Morning pra Luikena Makan Assembly elections 2022 5 states, that is namely Punjab, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Goa and Manipur laga elections laga oporte results laga oporte analysis kurita gishe aro we have been following follow kurita gishe in which state which party is leading and in which parties are lagging behind aro what are the surprises and how far has the exit polls have translated and an exit polls kanto kinika itia result teli lokote mili ase etu khan sob site gishe to itia let's see how in Uttar Pradesh mokan latest jani paise that Uttar Pradesh te Yogi Adityanath laga party pra BJP pra bulldoze korikena win koribole ase aro how in Manipur BJP is leading but in Punjab how Aam Aadmi party pra lead Korea say to sob dikhi paise. Now we have Uttar Pradesh laga updates ase Uttar Pradesh te we have seen alop agede follow kuri ahya nishna Yogi Adityanath pra BJP ke lead kuri kena 262 seats itia occupy kuri kena ase aro followed by Samajwadi Party Akhilesh Yadav laga 136 pra seats kan occupy kuri kena ase aro Indian National Congress Priyanka Gandhi Vadra pra akla 3 seats occupy kushe aro BSP pra ekta seats occupy kuri kena ase. So we have seen that out of 403 majority seats to 202 do cross kuri kena BJP to already to victory laga rasta de jai jashe. We have seen that Prime Minister Narendra Modi laga nichete andarte Yogi Adityanath laga gari bulldozer pra pura victory laga rasta de jaishe. Let's see the next state. Now we have Manipur laga results tellite dikhi paise here also in Manipur debi BJP laga lotus flower to full blossom te dikhi paise yate BJP lead kuri kena Biren Singh pra lead kuri kena 25 seats te occupy kuri kena ase holebi Congress to charta hi ase and surprisingly NPFB 5 seats te occupy kurise aro NPP 6 our second position te ase Manipur te. So Manipur te 60 seats te majority 31 pabole lage jiti bole. So we have to wait and see that which party will get the majority and form the government in Manipur. Let's see the next state. Now we have Punjab updates. Punjab laga updates te dikhi paise we already have seen that how Aam Aadmi party laga Bhagwant Mann pra inika victory kuri lushe Punjab te itia 94 seats pura more than majority jiti lushe pura sweeping win for Aam Aadmi party aro Bhagwant Mann do olop agete live te dikhi pai dikhe title victory speech bi ditakishe and he was lauding the population of Punjab laga populations kan karne Punjab laga populations kan kinika takhan Aam Aadmi laga party laga oporte vishwas rakhinge na Arvind Kejriwal laga government Delhi te sai kena kina vishwas rakhikena takhan ke vote dikena takhan ke Aam Aadmi party ke Congress laga government pra itia Aam Aadmi party ke he succeed kuri bole taikane government lui jabole laga victory kuri dia do takhan Bhagwant Mann pra tayolop agete Indian National Congress tayolop agete live TV janai takshe that he congratulated. Now we have Uttarakhand laga updates ase Uttarakhand laga results tellite dikhi paise here also BJP has got a sweeping win of 46 pra lead kuri kena ase to BJP do majority more than 10 seats more than majority te jiti kena ase to BJP has already sealed their seat in Uttarakhand this time bi Uttarakhand te BJP government hi takibole ase koi kena dikhi pai ase. Now we have seen that kinika Congress laga government to inika lag behind krise even the remaining seats even the remaining states all of states kante Congress puila zamana pra lead kuri kena hia laga ekta government party to inika lag behind kuri ase how the other parties have come forward and then nutun party comes like Aam Aadmi party kan pra kinika jiti ase itu kan bi mohan dikhi pai ase and how BJP is holding strong itu bi dikhi pai ase. Now we have Goa with us. Goa is I say that yet be BJP pra 19 seats pra lead kuri kena jai ase. BJP is almost about to reach the majority. Aro all of agere updates are here. Breaking news like that dikhi pai ase that BJP might get help from the three independent parties kuri kena dikhi pai dekhe to BJP might form a coalition government and BJP might win the assembly elections in Goa and form the government, the coming government in Goa dikhi pai ase. So it's not surprising that BJP inika maximum out of the 5 states, it 5 states laga majote kinika 4 states de BJP bra inika sweeping wins kan dikha padu lead Koreatu is because of the people showing the support and the belief in the BJP government. Itu Congress puila zamana pra lead kuri kena hia laga itu kan sob chari kena itia kiniga Prime Minister Narendra Modi laga oporte vishwas rakhi kena kiniga inga BJP la government eta kan thala vishwas dikena vote dikena kiniga BJP ke maximum states kante jitai dia ase itu la oporte mohan dikhi pai ase. Now let's have some discussion more about the results analysis and the tallies and how BJP has managed to secure so much of majority in maximum of the states. It la oporte mohan Asan, we have Asan with us. We will move on with Asan and discuss more with Asan.
For the time, but before that, ekta big breaking we janai dibli mona se Gursanglur Senate of JDU wins in Tripamukh by 1,249 votes. It's a big breaking because yati JDU kan pra iman votes pra tati tan la constituency de jidishe ko ekna ekta ase. To ito next day aro yati dikhi pai ase Dr. Usman Dibin Singh of BJP wins in Wapgai. Man jani pai ase BJP pra 3-4 states iman kabza kuri kina aha. Aro bi yati saishe kole Manipur te Chief Minister N. Biren Singh wins by 18,000 votes in Hengan constituency. Itu constituency ba tai larai kuri ase. And then tai laga ekta strong stand dikhai ase tai ba tai la constituency pra. Arbi saishe koile BJP pra 2 seats aro ekta seat JDU in Manipur pra jitishe ko ekna itu bi janai di ase. Uttar Pradesh laga update te mui janai rimon ase as BJP pra majority seat totan pra itu break kuri kina tan 262 te lead kuri ase. Itu laga opor te hi itia arubi 261 te ucha dikhi ase. BJP pra constantly Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa, Manipur te lead kura to man itia yadi rinki logot khota kuribo. And then we will also discuss ki laga tan ki power ase, ki behind ase, what is the reason behind all this win in the 4 states leaving Punjab. Aro Punjab te ki hoise, Punjab te ki le tan leg kuri ase, itu kan sop laga rinki logoman discuss kuribo.
Yes, Asin, in Uttar Pradesh, mohan dikhi pai ase how BJP laga government pra Yogi Adityanath pra taila gari to pura bulldoze of Kurikina alag party that is a strong West Uttar Pradesh pra strong candidate ekta Akhilesh Yadav ke bhi bulldoze of Kuridishe and then earlier mohan jani thakishe Mayawati bhi ekta strong candidate ekse pula holi taila ka bhi ekdom nishan na thakya nishna hui jaise and in fact it's surprising to see that moika laga Indian National Congress laga now we have some breaking. Hidu Mohan, we will move, we'll come back to that later, but now we have a big breaking. Navjot Singh Sidhu to Law Swishe Amritsar East Pride to Amritsar East constituency pra Navjit Singh Sidhu to Tai Harishe Kuikena Dikipayashe. This is a big breaking. We have seen how Congress iman strong prajai dakshe they were holding the government in Punjab but now how Congress is trailing behind in maximum jaga khan tibi dikhe pa ase Uttar Pradesh tibi Uttarakhand tibi takhan occupy kuribo nishna exit polls can predict kuri thakse hole bi there also they have lagged behind they are trailing and now even in Amritsar east of Punjab idu Amritsar constituency laga Punjab te thakya laga Amritsar constituency prabikini ka Navjot Singh Sidhu he has lost again and then we have seen that in the previous days we have seen that as in how people in how there are clashes and tussle between the Indian National Congress Party khan la majote party khan kiniga ta khan la majote tussle aru clashes hoa kane idu karne bi hoboni ki inika Congress to Punjab te harija karan to it be extra reason
yes Rinki mui itu khotate back up dibuli mon ase that Congress kan tan iman decline haise na they knew that election ayibule ase holibe Amarinder Singh Captain Amarinder Singh tai chief minister thakise and tai aru tai Sidhu Singh tai jon majote iman clashes thakise aru tai kan legislative assembly de boigna thaka time dibi slash kurikina tai bahar ulai ja Navjot Singh Sidhu bahar ulai ja man itu jani kina ase so itu laga update te sabi mon election ahi ase holibi leaders kan tayar thaka nai Indian National Congress laga leaders kan to itu hi ekta reason ase na ki inaga mui bhabe ase na Punjab te Congress prahi lead kurikina ahi taikse Punjab te most of the time so itu backlash ahi ja ta kan achanak inaga ahi ja maybe they were not ready or maybe they were overconfident of themselves that tan bai lead kuribo ko ignai jai thakshina ke because AAP tan first time asina itu a Punjab te contest kurato and maybe they were very much confident of themselves that they were not even campaigning well maybe I feel like that
yes just one point and then to take a note of the Aam Aadmi Party itu Aam Aadmi Party do Delhi laga bhi influence by
Rinki, but before continuing to your point I would like to tell our viewers that ekta big breaking ati ayase aru itu big breaking to ase Navjot Singh Sidhu loses from Amritsar East itu khobor to aru ekbar janai di ase because Navjot Singh Sidhu tai be ekta influential leader ekta thakise and with that it on screen de dikhi pai ase Harish Rawat loses from Lalkuan Harish Rawat to aru Congress party te ase tai and then he is losing in Punjab which means that Punjab te bishi bar loss hobo nishna man dikhi pai ase and with that man dikhishe koile itu yati bishi lag hobole ase because party kan tan contest kuri ase and then it a vote chilela homoy te ase but then enika ekta girija aru ekta nijor la constituency ekta pa harija tikise koile it the big loses hobo party ke effect hobo le nishna dikhi ase mon with that Rinki do you have anything to say about this
on that note asin dish Harish Rawat losing from Uttarakhand Congress laga Harish Rawat to Uttarakhand pra harija to aru another big blow to Congress I think because with that ita Congress to bishi tai khan laga stand to nathakya hi hui jabo and then I think this comes from the point that jua samai day during the assembly elections laga rallies or campaigns can get chulai jata day we have seen how Prime Minister Narendra Modi was so focused in the election rallies tai do virtually bishi rallies kan kuri dakshe Uttarakhand de holibi finally Election Commission of India pra green signal didia piste to COVID-19 kan protocols kan chulai kana rallies to physically chulawa pare kuriya piste Narendra Modi to swiftly he came back from Delhi to Uttarakhand aru Uttarakhand te jai kena iman bhal pratai pura Uttarakhand laga people lagote communicate kuri kena ta khan ke bishi khushi janai na aru in fact in one of his rallies Narendra Modi pra it be khushi that even if he was rallying virtually Congress khan laga BJP laga campaign to rally kuri thakise virtually kuri thakilibi tala mon to Uttarakhand laga manu logote ase koi kena inika iman tai bhal bra people logote mon khushi laga kosa kui dia karone bi inika BJP laga lead to ahi ase niki inika bi bhabna korese Uttarakhand
yes Rinki backing to that COVID time thakise and then iman halat Election Commissioner of India pra itu restrictions kan dishe campaigning tebe 50% capacity itu hani hobole and then tan bishi ba campaigning to bhal ba khubli para na hile BJP chata seat takte kabza khuli para to ekta bhal khobor ase because Indian National Congress to the oldest party in India aro itu political party ba bishi pra single largest party hoigna tan pra alak alak constitution or alak alak states the beshi bar jiti gina ahishe and with that tan laga leader kan hi beshi par ahishe hole moi arbe mila khobor de detail na jata ke moi aro eta ekbar itu dikhai dibole mon ase aro janai dibole mon ase Uttarakhand te etia aro BJP pra lead kuri ase and with that BJP laga say seats to 46 kabza kurina dikhi pai ase and Indian National Congress tala piche de 20 de khara kurina dikhi pai ase and a very shocking news because AAP to yate 0 te dikhi pai ase and then alak party kan 04 de dikhi pai ase ami kan abnian ke ek par jalai dibole mon ase that itu Uttarakhand te 70 seats ase and then with that majority to 36 ase and then icha takte party to kiba jidibo na sai thakina ahishe koile mon anchors kan sai kina discussion kurina ahishe and then with that one we find that BJP is a very strong party, right Rinki? What do you
yes,
say?
Yes Aston, yes BJP has been holding really strong because ita Uttarakhand do tai laga present party that has been holding the government is BJP itself. Pushkar Singh Dhami laga nichete BJP government pra Uttarakhand rule kori takishe and then there were speculations that maybe the exit polls were saying that maybe this time there are chances of Congress coming to power with Rahul Gandhi and the like of Priyanka Gandhi Vadra giving their efforts and then first to bring the people and then Manu Khan laga support kan Vishwas kan aru wapas Congress te ani bole try kori takishe hole bi we have seen that BJP government can be they did not set back they can be full blow koribole karone and we have I remember even BJP leader BJP chief JP Nada bi Uttarakhand door to door campaign jabole start koshe once the ECI Election Commission of India gave their grand signal for physical rallies it piste JP Nada bi door to door campaigns can start kurdishe Uttarakhand itu prabi manu laga mon khan chuishi na ki inika bi pabi ase
yes of course Rinki even last week kan hobona ki last previous week kan we were reading news on door to door campaign kinaga Uttarakhand Uttar Pradesh te idu Union Home Minister Amit Shah jai kina door to door campaign rakha and then door to door campaign just believe pahar tak jai kina campaign kura to manu kan ke mulke vote dibi amila party ke vote dibi itu kuwa do iman dongor khota ekta ase and then we all need this kind of personal ekta contact rakhibuli mon thake na where BJP they did a very good job because
yes,
personal contact just imagine if I am contesting for the election and if I come to you to your house and then apni la darwaja osar de khara kuri kina idu khota kuri ase noile this is really a personal touch ekta thakibo to by BJP pa iman Uttar Pradesh te kabza kurli para and then Uttarakhand te kabza kurab man dikhi pai ase
yes I am not biased towards any party like BJP or Congress or any party but I think BJP to door campaign kura to ekta pura democratic touch ekta DSA to election day because see no matter in fact the leaders that we elect in India
Rinki yes viewers nimite man ekta live visual ahi ase Kishan tai Ravi Kishan yes Ravi Kishan tai laga ekta live visuals aro tai laga bites ase man itu itia honi lobo
जनता ने प्रदेश की जनता ने स्वयं का भविष्य चुना सुरक्षा व्यवस्था मुफ्त में अनाज कोरोना में बचाना डबल इंजन की सरकार मोदी योगी जी का चेहरा जो हिसाब से परिवार नहीं एक निस्वार्थ सन्यासी एक स्वार्थ में परिवारवाद को लेके जात पात की राजनीति करने वाले लोग जनता ने उनको ध्वस्त कर दिया उनकी राजनीति खत्म कर दी अब यहाँ पर एक निस्वार्थ सन्यासी है जो एक प्रदेश 25 करोड़ की जनता को अपना परिवार समझ के चल रहा उनकी जीत विपक्ष के लेके भैया हो जिंदगी झंडवा अब कौन भी बात के घमंड बाम कहले रही ना न साइकिल ना हाथी ना हाथ बा न साइकिल ना हाथी ना हाथ बा इवेर भैया हो माई हो हर हर महादेव यूपी में योगी आदित्यनाथ पे चल के जो योगी महाराज जी ने काम किया आज जनता ने नकार दिया ये जात पात की राजनीति इन गुंडों की राजनीति को उनको ध्वस्त कर दिया जनता ने अपना विकास सुरक्षा व्यवस्था और सबसे पहले मैं वो सारी नारी शक्तियों को प्रणाम करना चाहता हूँ ये जो नंबर बढ़े हैं उसमें महिलाओं ने बहुत वोट किया और आज मैं धन्यवाद देना चाहता हूं आप लोगों के माध्यम से समस्त उत्तर प्रदेश को समस्त भारत को जहां जहां हर राज्यों में भारतीय जनता पार्टी अच्छा कर रही है मैं दिल से धन्यवाद देता हूं कि आप लोगों ने नए भारत की रचना जो मोदी जी ने सोची नए उत्तर प्रदेश की रचना जो महाराज जी ने सोची उसकी ओर अग्रसर। अरे गुलाल लाओ, गुलाल
Yes, viewers, back to the discussion. Rinki and I, we were discussing about PJP, Kinagatanla campaign, like alak campaigns door to door, Nishina Pratan, strength dishina ki koigna itu election kantetan, iman mazbut ola laga result to man dikhi pai kan ayase. Maybe this is one of the reason koigna man Rinki muchen discuss krigna ayitak. What do you say, Rinki? What are your thoughts?
Yes, exactly. That's my point. Actually, we have seen that Congress too. Agere apni janai nishna Congress too puila zamana pra. Ever since we have been reading in books and everything that Congress though, it has been a very old and very strong party. But then kiniga thakia ekta states brata khan withdraw kuri jaise thala power hati ja dikhi pai ase. Maybe that's because they are not new evolving democracy, new evolving zamana lagode they can't follow kuribo naparia laga ase niki. And BJP maybe they can't pura, they are getting the grasp of the people's mind in the present generation. Itu manhalode connect kuribo pari kina ta kala agendas kan, manifestos kan, especially now we are in a phase of India where India do price hike kan, itu dam kan bari jai, and then we have learned so much about the unemployment and everything. Yeah, so that's because itu karne hi, itu reasons kan karne hi BJP do inika strong dikhi pai ase, inika jitya dikhi pai ase, maximum states kan de. So now we also have Rovi with us. Rovi also, we will connect with her and have more on the latest. Rovi, over to you.
So thank you so much, Ami and to information janai dia pura. So thank you so much, Rinki or Asin. Ami and khobor janai dia ba regarding the recent assembly elections jai thaka wala porte. So ita ami dikhi pai se Punjab election de kiniga AAP Aam Aadmi Party bra 92 seat hasil kurse itu huli bi Indian National Congress pa back to 117 day dikshe ko kine janai se aur SAD Samajwadi Party para bi 05 vote paise aur BJP para bi jai kine 02 paise ko kine janai ase. So aru moi ba janai dibo ripra yete AAP Aam Aadmi Party pura 92 votes paise amian bhabi taka to Tan pra jitiune ki bhabishi Punjab laga huli bi aru kwa nishna everything depends on milliseconds. So milliseconds depend kwa nishna Punjab kuntu Indian National Congress pa kiniga Punjab rule kurina aise poila pra ita tak bi tahan bahi rule kurine jai ase ko kine ami khan jani ase. So amian information ete Punjab laga chart to bhal analysis dikhai di ase aur apna jani ase kun uthi ase kun giri ase. So ita Manipur de saisi kula ami khan Bharatiya Janata Party pra 24 seat hasil kurise out of 60 seats. Our Indian National Congress pra 04 jitishe out of 60. Our NPP pra 06, NPF pra 05. Apnala screen de dikhi ase. Aru itia next lamian sai ase kule to So we have Goa. Mola next day se. So amian Goa de dikhya nishna Bharatiya Janata Party ma 19 score likina ase out of 40 seats. Our majority 21 de ase koine dikhi ase aru ite 19 de ase. Indian National Congress par 12 ase, AP par 04 ase aru TMC par 3 ase. To yate bhi amian bala saishikule Goa the BJP Bharatiya Janata Party Modi ruling government par rule kuri ase. Aru jua sal bhi Goa ke BJP पर ही रूल कोड एक्सी इतु साल भी BJP रूल कोड हुबो निशना से होली भी भला साइशे कोले कांग्रेस तो 12 थे से एंड वी नेवर नो आगे दिखा निशना पंजाब ते किनी का आम आदमी पार्टी पर लीड कोड हका तो कांग्रेस पर बीट कोड दिशे इने निशना यते भी इनिका होबले चांस আছে होली भी रिजल्ट इदे प्रोग्रेस से को किने जाना है. So we have next Uttar Pradesh, the longest phase assembly poll chuli thaka to 7 phases te jaise western Uttar Pradesh pra eastern Uttar Pradesh pra khilishe seat to thakse 403 Yogi Adityanath government, that is BJP government for total 300 plus seats lushe. Tahan jani ase 300 plus seat paise kore to tahan la paste favor hobola sung jani ase. Aro Samajwadi Party for 136, not bad. Akhilesh Yadav for 136 score group parise. Bahujan Samaj Party was 0-1, our Indian National Congress was 0-3. But the main thing is that we can expect Kurana Uttar Pradesh te Congress was 0-3 seat hasil kru ko kine beating to Mayawati, that is 0-1 pura. I thought Muila assumption la hisab te to analysis cross amai te to yes BJP and SP le Samajwadi Party to leading ni thakise hulibi utu duita ke title same hubo koine bhabi thaka to itya to already Indian National Congress pa 0-3 te lead kurikina Mayawati Bahujan Samaj Party ke beat kursi kine dikhi ase. But then the real winner here Itya tokla analysis la sab saisi kuldo 262 scored ase BJP Yogi Adityanath government bra. And then amian janai diu muna ase Uttar Pradesh te kiniga infrastructural development anishe. Itu BJP ruling government bra. Road hubi, school hubi, colleges hubi, alag industry khan bi ani ase janai ase. And moreover, this is the second time that BJP government will be ruling in Uttar Pradesh for the second next 5 years. And we have the breaking and Buddha Chandra Singh of BJP loses in Giribam. So BJP laga candidate Buddha Chandra Girishe. Udikla Noigne Joy Kisan Singh of JDU win in the Tang Mibant by 3,773 votes. Tai ete jidishiko gene jana ase. Aru information da the S Nishikant Singh. India wins IN Kisam Thong Tetai Jidishiko Genevi Jana Dese. So these are the list of minister kun pra Nijenjela constituency de Jidishiko Gene yete khobor jana lagase.
As for the latest updates, you have done a brilliant job. Ita yati UP te celebrations hui ase. UP te celebrations hui ase. Man ito visual seti dikhi pai ase.
See how people are celebrating in jubilation over the victory of the Saffron Party in Uttar Pradesh. Man khushi pai se dance Korea dikhi pai se, and those were the updates from Uttar Pradesh. Yate bhi manukan imman khushi pai kena their smiles, and then Saffron sea ekta hujan dikhi pai se.
Yes,
it's total celebration for the BJP party in Uttar Pradesh. And then I'm surprised in fact because Uttar Pradesh to ekta, we know that India laga most populous state ase aro itu significant ekta state ase kile kuledo they have so many seats, 403 seats. So itu currently pra to people had eyes man din pra Uttar Pradesh laga upor de speculations, and in fact taikhan laga pollings to be almost 1 month one na tak 7 phases in fact from February when was February pra loikena March tak itu shuru hua to the polling was also hectic, and it was almost 1 month which but also I'm quite surprised because West UP de Akhilesh Yadav be bishi strong contender ekta takishe.
One yati Punjab laga daily live updates ahi ase. Iru changes kan itia one Ravino Prabman ke updates dibo.
So we have Punjab like the least digging say the Punjab the Aam Aadmi Party आगे देखो निशान 93 votes पाई ने से Indian National Congress पर 16 आगे दिखा निशान AAP पर किना जश्न मना दिसी ताहला घोटे regarding ताहला victory ताहला constitution seat बिची हुआ पर होली भी ये टे अमेरिकन दिखा निशान Indian National Congress भी 16 जैसे AAP पर direct 93 जैसे कुछ जाने जैसे और सब और SAD तो 05 जैसे और BJP तो 03 and we know the relationship between Bharatiya Janata Party and Punjab ताहला पहिला बाई history पर भी ताहला माजोदे बितोरे गंदगोल থাকিয়া পৰা হৈছে আৰু how কিনিকা আম আদমি পাৰ্টি পৰা তাহান ইটো ইন্টাৰনেশ্যনেল কংগ্ৰেছ কে বিট কৰি দিছে so we have next is Goa that is BJP পৰা 19 seat occupy কৰিছে out of 40 seat majority 21 আছে ইন্টাৰনেশ্যনেল কংগ্ৰেছ পৰা 12 আছে AAP পৰা 04 আৰু TMC পৰা 03 আছে জনাই দিছে so the leading is 19 that is BJP को किने दिखाइছে
Yes, viewers, Ravina Baiman Barbara updates this year, and also I would like to continue with the same thing. Monitor screen de dikipai ase Uttarakhand aro Goa laga ekta site te. So we can see here that Uttarakhand BJP 45 te ase. Aro with that Uttar Pradesh te bhi saishe koile BJP prahi kabza kuri ase with 262 seats, and in Punjab AAP to 94 te ase, and itu laga next te Indian National Congress 15 te. Goa te saishe koile BJP 19, Indian National Congress 12, and Uttarakhand te saishe koile BJP 45 te khara kuri kina ase. तो इतिया तक votes तो काउंट करी किना जाय आसे and इतु कान votes कान तो गिनती करी किना जा समय दे कुनुबा तो एकटा दुइटा seats पर भी निजे आही जाय आसे आरो एकटा दुइटा तो ऊपर भी जाय किना उठा दिखि आसे Yes, man yadi ita tak bhi celebrate kura Uttar Pradesh te celebrate kura dikhi ase where tan colors orange color bhi cholai kena kapra color orange lagai kena celebrate kura dikhi pai ase ekta colorful India aro tan saffron color pra decorate kura India pura ke decorate kuribole nishina jashan do mana dikhi pai ase public kan drums kan thuri kena dance kuri kena dance funny styles kan bhi dikhibole pare ase manya thira ekta site ti rakhobo koile hoilibe etu sob jashan laga hi ase koikna moi yati janai dibo
हमारा सर्टिफिकेट लेने जा रहा हूँ
बहुत बड़ी बात है सिंगल मेजॉरिटी
नहीं हम लोग गवर्नमेंट मिल जाएगा सरकार में
सर ये शानदार मैच की कैप्टन आप ही बने रहेंगे ना मणिपुर सरकार के
ये अपने नेशनल लीडर निर्णय ले लेंगे
जी
मेरा काम है काम करना
इस बार बीजेपी के सरकार क्या करने वाले हैं इस बार बीजेपी के सरकार क्या करने वाले हैं मणिपुर में
सेक्रेट जो है ये ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर नरेंद्र मोदी जी का
जी
सबसे वही सबके साथ सबके विकास सबके विश्वास एंड सबके प्रयास उसी से बहुत कुछ होता है बहुत कुछ
और उत्तर प्रदेश उत्तराखंड और गोवा में भी जिस तरह का परफॉर्मेंस बीजेपी ने दिया क्या कहेंगे इसमें
यही है बस प्राइम मिनिस्टर ऑनरेबल प्राइम मिनिस्टर का जो उसका मंत्र है सबको मिलकर जाओ सबको डेवलप करो सबको देखो और विश्वास रखो और प्रयास करो यही से अच्छा कुछ नहीं है
प्रचार में जैसे आपका रिपीलिंग द आर्म फोर्सेस स्पेशल एक्ट ये दैट वाज प्रिवेलिंग मच इन मणिपुर क्या बीजेपी सरकार गठन करने के बाद इसकी मांग आप करेंगे
जरूर मांग करेंगे अभी हम प्रधानमंत्री जी को गृह मंत्री जी को बोलेंगे कि एक्सेप्ट सम फ्यू बॉर्डर एरिया सबको हटाइए बोल के हम बोलने वाला है
ओके थैंक यू वेरी मच
डेवलपमेंट करना ये बीजेपी का काम हो
Last, any message because of you have won historically nearly 18,000 votes. Any message?
I really thanks and मेरा पीपल्स पार्टनर करता हूँ कि हमको इतना बिलीव किया है ट्रस्ट किया है इसके लिए स्वागत करता हूँ
Yes, viewers, man, itia visuals tika do Manipur pra ase where Chief Minister N. Biren Singh la go pahar de media khan pra jaikna tai ke uthi ase Manipur laga status oporte, and we have seen that tai la face te smile thakishe where he's happy about his party winning the seats, and Manipur kabza kuribole to tai ekta smile pra hi itu ekta sign dikha man dikhi pai ase, and also where yadi Uttar Pradesh te manu khan iman jashan mana to sabi man dikhi pai ase. And this is live visual from Uttar Pradesh where people and party leaders kan Nltv party workers kan tan iman khushi pra Uttar Pradesh to tahani aro BJP wapas ahibo aro BJP sarkar ke takan ba bharosa rakha nishna chiti bole ahi ase. And then it's already that majority seats to BJP ba kabza kuri loise. And even if alak party kan coalition form kulimon thakilibi na paribo nishna dikhi ase because it is already BJP which will be winning, which predicts that BJP prahi Uttar Pradesh jitibole nishna dikhai ase. There's like a live visuals dikhai kena aishe. And with this itya be Indian National Congress to 3 te hi dikhi pai ase. Holibi yate exclusively discuss kurli moi Rovino ke mathi ase.
So we have Uttar Pradesh tele dikine ase ite abe viewers kan dikhiu pai ase Uttar Pradesh la tele kine ase seat majority thaka to 403 ase seat thakya to 403 majority 202 ba occupy kurche to yate BJP that is Yogi Adityanath government pra 261 seat luise and is very close to 300 kwanishna 300 de punchi bole hoshi 261 300 de punchi she gole to tai win ase ko jane ase holibi tai leading kore ase. Then next is Samajwadi Party, there is Akhilesh Yadav pra 135 seat kabza kuri kina ase. To the next is Bahujan Samaj Party, that is 02. Aru International Congress to ase 03 te ase. So itu Uttar Pradesh ase amian jana nishna India laga sabse biggest state Uttar Pradesh ase aru Uttar Pradesh te hi sob kam khan to tapi ba jai ase aru how Uttar Pradesh la janta khan to Modi kiman bhal pai amian jani ase itu Modi ke bhal pai ne khushi pra kiniga BJP government yete rule kuri ase ko kina amian dikhi ase. So it over to Rinki for more information.
Okay, Rovi, thank you so much for your expertise on Uttar Pradesh result tallies. Now, I would like to go on to Punjab. Itaman Punjab te dikhishe how AAP Aam Aadmi Party pra ekta sweeping win hasil kuribole karne tala victory laga rasta de tractor cholai kena aur tractor laga seat de to makan laga AAP laga candidate Bhagwant Man pra itu jai kena tai jitishe koi kena bahaniate result telite sai kena dikhi paise. So I want to talk more about how I do Charanjit Singh Channi tai he was one and the first Dalit Chief Minister of Punjab. Tai Punjab laga only and the first Dalit Chief Minister takishe. Aro inika Congress to ekta strong Purana party. Holebi aji kinika inika sorompura haribole laga din ahishe. Kile kule aro. In fact, we have rumors. We have sources. We have, according to sources, report laga isabte do it be chani paishe that Charanjit Singh Channi reportedly might resign from because if they resign kuribo paribo nishna ase kushe kile kule to tai do sorom khai ase nishna dikhi pai ase report la hisab te kile kule to tai laga nijor laga constituency that is Chamkor Sahib aru Bahadur constituency para tai hari jaise tate ba tai trail hushe itu para tai governor ke tai laga resignation dibo nishna dikhi pai taki ase. Now we will go on and see more on the latest in Uttar Pradesh result tallies, and we'll come back and discuss more on the Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. Okay, that was for Aam Aadmi Party's big sweeping win in Punjab. Itiamakan Uttar Pradesh laga oporte discuss koriba how Uttar Pradesh to kinika tai ekta BJP pra kinika he Yogi Adityanath to kinika alag strong contenders like of Akhilesh Yadav from West Uttar Pradesh, Aro Puila strong contender thakia Mayawati aro in fact this time Priyanka Gandhi Vadra prata laga pura force pra beti larki force larki hu lar sakti hu laga banner laga niche dekini ka strong force pra tai tate pura rallies or campaigns can in fact ekta note te kubo moi there's Yogi Adityanath aro Priyanka Gandhi Vadra Taijun hi leading rallies Kurishe in Uttar Pradesh campaigns kanto Taijun he bishi Kurishe. In fact, in March 8 International Women's Day debi tai ekta rally organized Kurishe to rally de do pura we have seen like that, but still despite everything, regardless of everything, BJP has a hold strong in Uttar Pradesh. Now we will go back to Goa and then we'll see what the results tally has to say. Over to you, Robino.
So we have Goa la seat share. I mean, dikhibo paya to yati bala likhi na ase BJP pa 20 seat hasil kurise. Our Indian National Congress pa 11 seat. Aru Aam Aadmi Party pa 2 seat. Aru others pa 5 seat. So yati be clear cut. I mean, dikhibo paya to Bharatiya Janata Party pra hi seat kabza karula ase, and we know that Goa de sabse komti seat thakche, that is 40 thakcha. 40 pra itu 20 to hasil kuri kina ase aru more hasil kurule ase na Indian National Congress pa jabole ase itu amian sai thakibo.
Okay, thank you, Rovino, for the updates. As we have seen that Rovino has stated the numbers laga isabde to already. He just shared that 20 pilushe already BJP pra aro reports la isabde speculations pa laga isabde. Yeah, we have seen in Goa that those were the updates, but now we have in Uttarakhand again. Uttarakhand be dikhipa ase BJP laga lotus flower to full bloom there se, because BJP has been leading all since morning 45 seats. 45 ta seats te leading 45 the seating leading kwese our Congress to 21 te ase our other candidates other parties can 4 te ase aro hoilebi Aam Aadmi Party to itiadak bi entry kuribo parianai. Now we will move on and see the next result tally, that is Punjab laga salabo. Punjab to we have already seen that how Punjab te Aam Aadmi Party laga wave bra already winning hujashe 93 the seats te leading luilushe, and then Congress to 16 te ase, and then Shiromani Akali Dal to 5 ta hi utaishe. And it's surprising that BJP alak charta seats te alak charta states te iman stronghold thaklebi yade Punjab te to 2 ta seats hi jitibo parishe. Isn't that surprising and fascinating? Because I think that comes with that note. I would like to take it on with Asan and then discuss more on how, yes, and see how BJP, despite winning so many seats in other states, in other states like Uttar Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Goa and Manipur, but in Punjab, how come they have only secured 2 seats so far? Maybe it's because of the farm laws, the infamous farm laws. Those were parliament taking to September 20 to iniga pass kurshe farm laws to itu laga oporte. We will see and have more insight from Asan itu farm laws laga oporte kiniga itu brahi direct kurshe na ki Asan na itu BJP to hari jado Aam Aadmi Party pra jikilo atu itu I think farm laws ka oporte hi na gire nishna feel kuri ase. How what are your point of view on this?
Yes, Rinki, as you have already mentioned, mui probably mon thada apni stop mention kuri dishe, to be honest, because Punjab te sabo koile farm laws ekta bishi controversial ekta law thakishe na, where yate farmers kan ba khushi na palaga laws kan tinta charta hali dikna thakishe, and Modi ba remove the kuri dishe, but then it didn't show any signs of BJP winning the Punjab state, because then maybe it was very late. Excel Nishna Opor farmers can protest Kurikina Ahishe. With that, I would also like to mention about this Lakhimpur Kheri incident. Tati Chara farmers and one journalist laga Jivan bi hari jaishena. Ekta BJP leader pra tai laga ulta pulta kam pra manuke Jivan harai dia aro murai dia, and tati bi phao justice aha nai. But then in contrast to Punjab, Uttar Pradesh, BJP is doing very well, but then in Punjab, BJP to 2 seats kabza kurigina ase, which means it didn't show any sign because of the farm laws hi thakishe Punjab te, and Congress can be biya kurato because Congress te up down chamla beshi aro eri Punjab state laga idu Congress party kan idu central Congress logo jabo khota kuribo ups and downs meetings over meetings thakikina aishe tanna in between that manukan do leaders kunuba to like Amarinder Singh party takpi charigina tai laga nijo party form kurabi ase to Rinki I should say that idu nishina ups and downs thaka aro farm law which means aji India is a land of farmers economy it was sop to farmers prai ani dia semon so it nishna up down hua to it is because of the farm law bills kan taka khushi napa and then mostly people vote those who vote tando command men ase and then farmers where tan khushi napai dile kina kuna vote kuribo right because of that I believe Rinki ke tu komplimon
yes Asin on that note I would like to say more yes you were right that yes Punjab de farm laws laga protest kan bishi thakia dekhi paise hole bi in Lakhimpur Kheri case it to Uttar Pradesh te hoise to despite those cases inika dangor cases kwan hoa piste bi ita tak bi samadhan to ahia nai hole bi kinika BJP pra that's surprising how BJP still hold strong in Uttar Pradesh despite strong candidates can be Akhilesh Yadav bi takishe tai jitibo nishna bi bishi speculations takishe hole bi to Lakhimpur Kheri case hoa piste bi BJP pra kinika jitishe to I think from my personal point of view I think that is because of the impact that our Prime Minister Narendra Modi has on the people of Uttar Pradesh and more likely even the other states. I believe that it is because people Manu Khando Prime Minister Narendra Modi ke saikina taila opode vishwas rakhina maybe they are expecting that aro ekbar chance dile aro bhal government ahibone ki solutions kan unemployment kan inika tahan manifestos kan be bishi digina takishe regarding the unemployment regarding the crisis and then aro LPGs can be dibo kina bishi manifestos dishe maybe because they have some faith left in the BJP government aro Prime Minister Narendra Modi la oporte aro saija ibo kuletu Narendra Modi to bishi rallies can be campaigns can be Uttar Pradesh te bishi chai dishe so maybe it's because of that Asin
yes and itu lagate he backing kurigina one it Navjot Singh Sidhu laga Twitter post ekta yati dikhabo PCR team ke request kuri ase screen te dikhabole
So Navjot Singh Sidhu tai Harisha Abhiyan jani ase to tai bata laga Twitter de the voice of the people is the voice of God humbly accept the mandate of the people of Punjab congratulations to AAP so tai bi finally Abhiyan jani ase kiniga Navjot Singh Sidhu to BJP ba luikine Congress jagine tai da Congress se buigine ida Jhamala Khan Congress maji do laikine kiniga Punjab the ruling tai itu Punjab te kina Congress par sal rule kurina ase itu oporte tai harato tai pratu small tweet to likhine dishe the Twitter likhine se the voice of the people is the voice of God manu laga awaz to isor laga awaz ase humbly accept the mandate of the people of Punjab congratulations to AAP finally tai bi mani lushe ki Punjab la manu khan to obviously AAP ke hi Chunishe और आमियान जाने से किनिगा AAP बड़ा 93 सीट हासिल करेगी से पंजाब ते as compare so back to you Rinki
yes this tweet from Navjot Singh Sidhu talaga tweet ko said the voice of the people is the voice of God humbly accept the mandate of the people of Punjab congratulations to Army Party to yet finally Navjot Singh Sidhu to tai accept correlation the winning of Army Party and I would like to point out that we all know Navjot Singh Sidhu from the comedy show and then I'm thinking I'm speculating that is it another inika rovi problem agite janai nishna taido BJP Congress inika khan kuna tai bishi Congress te bishi chamela ulai kana thakya do maybe it is another move of Navjot Singh Sidhu इनका भी होबो परे. Maybe it isn't, or maybe he is just happy for Aam Aadmi Party इनका भी होबो परे. But yeah, on that note, I would like to come back to our very own Bhagwant Man Jun. Now Bhagwant Man Jun itiatai Aam Aadmi Party laga jitya pishte jinika government lead koribole ase. People are so happy with him. Punjab laga crores of people of Punjab are so happy that he has won. Aur tai khan mon khushi kuri kena take vote dia pra India de Punjab de itia Aam Aadmi Party finally history kuri kena jiti bole ase. So now we will come back to that for Punjab, but then we will go over to Uttar Pradesh and see how far has the BJP moved and what are the progress of the other parties in Uttar Pradesh. Let's see the tallies for Uttar Pradesh assembly results. Okay, BJP has been leading at Nitiatai 260 lead kuri koi ase aro Samajwadi Party to 136 lead second ase aro Bahujan Samaj Party to duita seat pai kena ase holebi Indian National Congress to itiabi 3 ta te hi ruki kena ase. What is the inertia? Now we will talk more about Manipur te ki hoy ase. Manipur laga progress te sabo aur BJP to lead te ase itiabi 34 seats Lulushe already in Manipur. However, sadly, Congress has won only 5 seats, and then our very own NPP has won 6 seats, and then it's a good news that NPF, the party from Nagaland, has been holding 7 seats in Manipur. That's in fact good news and surprising. But we will go over to Uttarakhand and see the results. And then BJP Uttarakhand to be lead there. BJP do 45 seats the lead to rikena ase. Congress do second position de 21 te hi ase, and others do 4 seats occupy kuna ase. Holebi surprisingly Aam Aadmi Party that won in Punjab still 0, still nil. Now we will go back to Punjab that we have already seen the sweeping win of Aam Aadmi Party at 93 seats, and then we have Congress at 16. Next we have Shiromani Akali Dal at 5 seats, occupying 5 seats, and then we have BJP occupying 2 seats. Yes, Punjab de BJP laga inika Harija lag behind is in fact I think it won't impact much on the BJP party because they have been winning good in other seats. Now we will talk about Goa. Goa the progress kinika hoye ase sailabo BJP do Goa te bi lead de 20 strong seats duri kena ase, Congress to 12 seats to Rishi, and other parties to 4 seats to Rikinase. And Aam Aadmi Party has been going good. They have also held 2 seats in Goa. Now, people have been talking about Uttar Pradesh elections, Punjab elections, Manipur elections, and others. So we will be talking more about the Uttar Pradesh elections and Manipur elections and Uttarakhand and Goa, and we'll discuss more about what Imli has to throw insights on this state assembly elections, and then we will talk more about the farm laws, the Lakhimpur Kheri cases, and then Manipur. Coming to Manipur, Asin, do you remember that Manipur is the only state among the other all of the 5 states जो they repoll हुए 7 the polling stations they repoll हुआ लगा मकान जानी पाए से इतो तो I think it shouldn't be in Manipur because मकान तो जाने तो northeast तो एक friendly जगह से होले भी it's surprising that इनका repoll हुई ना because of why do you think why?
Yes, Rinki, thank you so much. It will the detail but discuss nokura akere yadi Kejriwal laga live updates ayase. Taiba Aam Aadmi Party ke represent kurikina khoto koi ase. So let's have a look at it.
गोवा और पंजाब के लोगों ने आपके बीच में अभी थोड़ी देर में मुख्यमंत्री अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, आपके प्रिय नेता, लोकप्रिय नेता आपके बीच में आएंगे। बहुत बड़ा दिन है आपके लिए, हम सब के लिए, देश के लिए, देश की राजनीति के लिए। पूरे देश में इस बात को अब स्वीकारा जा रहा है कि आज केजरीवाल मॉडल ऑफ गवर्नेंस, काम करने का जो केजरीवाल जी का मॉडल है वो अब राष्ट्रीय हो गया है। इसके लिए आपको बधाई। पंजाब के लोगों ने वोट नहीं डाला है, पंजाब के लोगों ने मौका दिया है केजरीवाल जी को। इसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। एक बार जोर से नारा लगाते रहें जब तक केजरीवाल जी आए यहां पे, और बताते रहें कि पंजाब से जो हुआ है, गोवा से आज जो हुआ है, ये एक बड़े बदलाव की है आहट है। राष्ट्रीय राजनीति में आम आदमी पार्टी का जो काम है, केजरीवाल जी का मॉडल ऑफ गवर्नेंस, बाबा साहब और शहीद भगत सिंह का सपना पूरा करने का जो काम केजरीवाल जी ने शुरू किया है, आज पंजाब की जनता ने उस पर मोहर लगाई है और गोवा की जनता ने बताया है कि हम भी इंतजार कर रहे हैं। एक बार बताएं कि बाबा साहब का सपना कौन पूरा करेगा और भगत सिंह जी का? बाबा साहब तेरा सपना पूरा, बाबा साहब तेरा सपना पूरा, भगत सिंह तेरा सपना पूरा। जोर से केजरीवाल करेंगे पूरा, हम सब मिलके करेंगे, केजरीवाल जी के साथ करेंगे। भगत सिंह तेरा सपना पूरा, भगत सिंह तेरा सपना, सपना पूरा, बाबा साहब तेरा सपना पूरा। बाबा साहब का, भगत सिंह जी का जो सपना था आज पूरा हो रहा है। राजनीति आज शिक्षा के लिए, स्कूल के लिए, अस्पताल के लिए, रोजगार के लिए, भ्रष्टाचार के खिलाफ, एक आम व्यापारी जो भ्रष्टाचार झेलता है, एक किसान, एक मजदूर जो भ्रष्टाचार झेलता है, उसके खिलाफ राजनीति खड़ी हो गई है। विकल्प मिल गया लोगों को, अभी तक विकल्प नहीं था, आज विकल्प है और पंजाब के लोगों ने उस विकल्प को एक मौका दिया है। फिर से कह रहा हूं कि पंजाब के लोगों ने वोट नहीं डाली है, पंजाब के लोगों ने आम आदमी पार्टी को वोट नहीं डाली है, पंजाब के लोगों ने केजरीवाल मॉडल, आम आदमी पार्टी के मॉडल को एक मौका दिया है। बहुत तैयारी करिए, आपके बीच में अभी अरविंद केजरीवाल जी पहुंचने वाले हैं। जोर से नारा लगा के उनको बुलाइए। अरविंद केजरीवाल, अरविंद केजरीवाल, आम आदमी पार्टी, आम आदमी पार्टी, भारत माता की, शहीद आजम भगत सिंह। दो बार लगाएंगे, शहीद आजम भगत सिंह अमर रहे, अमर रहे। शहीद आजम भगत सिंह, बाबा साहेब अंबेडकर, बाबा साहेब अंबेडकर, शहीद आजम भगत सिंह, बाबा साहब तेरा सपना पूरा, भगत सिंह तेरा सपना पूरा, भगत सिंह तेरा सपना पूरा, बाबा साहब तेरा सपना पूरा। और आपके बीच अरविंद केजरीवाल जी, आपके हर दिल अजीज, देश भर की उम्मीद, राष्ट्रीय उम्मीद। भारत माता की, भारत माता की, इनकलाब, इनकलाब, वंदे, वंदे।
पंजाब के लोगों ने कमाल कर दिया। पंजाब वाले हो तुसी कमाल कर दिता। वी ऑल लव यू पंजाब। आज जो पंजाब के नतीजे आए हैं, ये एक बहुत बड़ा इनकलाब है। पंजाब के नतीजे बहुत बड़ा इनकलाब है। बड़ी बड़ी कुर्सियां हिल गई हैं आज पंजाब के अंदर। सुखबीर सिंह बादल हार गए, कैप्टन साहब हार गए, चन्नी साहब हार गए, प्रकाश सिंह बादल साहब हार गए, नवजोत सिंह सिद्धू हार गए, विक्रम सिंह मजीठिया हार गए। पंजाब के लोगों ने कमाल कर दिया दोस्तों। बहुत बड़ा इनकलाब है ये, बहुत बड़ा इनकलाब है। भगत सिंह ने एक बारी कहा था, भगत सिंह ने कहा था, आजादी मिलने के बाद अगर हमने सिस्टम नहीं बदला, केवल अंग्रेजों को देश से भगा दिया और सिस्टम नहीं बदला, तो कुछ नहीं होने वाला। दोस्तों, दुख की बात है कि पिछले 75 साल से इन पार्टियों ने और इन नेताओं ने वो अंग्रेजों वाला सिस्टम रखा हुआ था। लूट रहे थे देश को। कोई स्कूल नहीं बनाए, कोई अस्पताल नहीं बनाए, लोगों को जानबूझ के गरीब रखा गया। पूरा का पूरा वही अंग्रेजों वाला सिस्टम चल रहा था। आम आदमी पार्टी ने यह सिस्टम बदला है पिछले 7 साल के अंदर। हमने ये सिस्टम बदला है। हमने ईमानदार राजनीति की शुरुआत की है। हमने लोगों के काम की शुरुआत की है। अब बच्चों के स्कूल बनने लगे हैं, गरीबों के बच्चों को अच्छी शिक्षा मिलने लगी है। बाबा साहब अंबेडकर और भगत सिंह जी का सपना पूरा होने लगा है। लेकिन दोस्तों, ये इतना आसान नहीं है। ये लोग सारे मिलके, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी ताकतें हैं, बहुत बड़ी बड़ी ताकतें हैं। हम लोग तो बहुत छोटे हैं इनके सामने। बहुत बड़ी बड़ी ताकतें, ये सारी ताकतें मिलके आज देश को आगे बढ़ने से रोकना चाहती हैं। आपने देखा होगा पंजाब में कितने बड़े बड़े षड्यंत्र किए गए, कितना रोज सुनते थे ये पार्टी वाले अपना वोट इसको यहां से ट्रांसफर कर देंगे, इसको यहां से ट्रांसफर। सारे इकट्ठे हो गए आम आदमी पार्टी के खिलाफ, सब इकट्ठे हो गए और इनसे बात कर कहते थे एक ही मकसद है सबका, आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं आनी चाहिए, चाहे कोई पार्टी आ जाए। सबका एक ही मकसद था, आम आदमी पार्टी नहीं आनी चाहिए, कोई भी पार्टी आ जाए। बड़े बड़े षड्यंत्र किए इन लोगों ने। अंत में ये सारे इकट्ठे होके बोले केजरीवाल आतंकवादी है। दोस्तों, आज इन नतीजों के जरिए जनता ने बोल दिया, देश की जनता ने बोल दिया, केजरीवाल आतंकवादी नहीं है। केजरीवाल देश का सच्चा सपूत है। केजरीवाल देश का सच्चा सपूत है। केजरीवाल सच्चा देशभक्त है। जनता ने अपना नतीजा सुना दिया। जनता कह रही है केजरीवाल आतंकवादी नहीं है, आतंकवादी तुम लोग हो जो देश को लूट रहे हो सारे मिलके। दोस्तों, आज हम सब लोगों को संकल्प लेना है। हम सब लोगों को संकल्प लेना है, एक नया भारत बनाएंगे। एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां एक इंसान दूसरे इंसान से प्यार करेगा, मोहब्बत करेगा, कोई नफरत की कोई जगह नहीं होगी उस भारत के अंदर। एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां कोई भूखा नहीं सोएगा। एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां हमारी मां बहनें सुरक्षित होंगी। एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां पे अमीरों और गरीबों के बच्चे को एक जैसी अच्छी से अच्छी शिक्षा मिलेगी। एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे। मुझे बड़ा दुख होता है, आज आजादी के 75 साल के बाद हमारे बच्चों को मेडिकल की शिक्षा लेने के लिए यूक्रेन जैसे छोटे से देश में जाना पड़ता है। हम एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां पे खूब सारे मेडिकल कॉलेज खोलेंगे, खूब सारे इंजीनियरिंग कॉलेज खोलेंगे। हम एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे जहां से भारत के बच्चों को यूक्रेन नहीं जाना पड़ेगा, पूरी दुनिया के बच्चे भारत में शिक्षा लेने के लिए आया करेंगे। हम एक ऐसा भारत बनाएंगे। आज बहुत सारे लोग मेरे को टीवी में देख रहे होंगे, जो लोग मेरे को टीवी में देख रहे हैं, जितनी महिलाएं देख रही हैं, मेरी मां बहनें देख रही हैं, जितने युवा देख रहे हैं, जितने किसान देख रहे हैं, जितने मजदूर देख रहे हैं, जितने इंडस्ट्रियलिस्ट देख रहे हैं, जितने व्यापारी देख रहे हैं, जितने लोग आज टीवी पे मुझे देख रहे हैं, उन सबको मैं कहना चाहता हूं, आप सब लोग, मैं जानता हूं, जब आप देखते हो कि किस तरह से ये नेता और पार्टियां मिलकर देश को लूट रहे हैं, आपके दिल में भी बड़ा दुख होता है, आपको बहुत गुस्सा आता है इन लोगों के खिलाफ। आप भी कुछ करना चाहते हो। आज समय आ गया है। पहले दिल्ली में इंकलाब हुआ, अब पंजाब में इंकलाब हुआ, अब ये इंकलाब पूरे देश के अंदर फैलेगा। जो लोग आज ये टीवी देख रहे हैं, सब लोगों को
So এতিয়া আমি খান জানা নিচিনা AAP লাগা কিবা Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal pra iman bhal bata live telecast dikhase, but then এতিয়া আমি খান aru wapas teli te aise ami na northeast region neighboring state, that is Manipur, BJP 26 pra lead kuri ase, followed by Indian National Congress with 07. Utula next year ase NPP 06 and NPF 04, and we mo apni ka janai dibo out of 10 seat NPF pra 4 seat jiti kina ase, holiwe takan ba kun lade coalition kurule ase ita tok bi na jane, but then hobo nishna ase BJP la TV hobo nishna bi iniga rumors khan aha nishna ase. Ita aro ami khan Punjab la dikhi ase, to Punjab to ami khan AAP to 92 de ase, Indian National Congress to 16 de ase, aro SAD to 06 de ase, aro BJP to 02 de ase koine yete Punjab laga analysis bi apne ke dikhai de ase with Bhagwat men pra 92 seat jitise, tai jita naam pra ami han age tweet TV dikise kiniga Navjot Singh Sidhu pra tai ba tweet AAP ke congratulate kurise, but we never know that AAP pra tahan AAP ke congratulate kurise kuli bi tahan pra tu Navjot Singh to kite bi change ho pare, because ami han jana nishna BJP pra Congress pra ki jana after congratulating Aam Aadmi Party, tai Aam Aadmi Party bi jawoli bi pare ko kine jana ase. So itya next analysis to ase Uttarakhand laga ase, to Uttarakhand jibi the leading is BJP with 47 vote, with Indian National Congress with 19 vote, and AAP to 0 ase, and we know Uttarakhand te to ami khan bi jani ase how Uttarakhand people love Narendra Modi and his government. Altula pode Uttarakhand te by inches BJP pra jitishi gule to Uttarakhand bi second time history de repeat hoise, kita bi history te Uttarakhand kitya bi repeat nukure to same government rule ko daga do holi bi Uttarakhand aru ek bar BJP ba rule kuru nishna ase ko kine janai ase. So it aru ami han Kejriwal par aru live jaise, to live la par ami information sabo.
आम आदमी पार्टी भगत सिंह के सपनों को पूरा करने का नाम है। मैं आज मेरे छोटे भाई भगवंत सिंह मान जी को पंजाब का सीएम बनने के लिए बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं। और मैं पूरी उम्मीद करता हूं, मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि जो उम्मीद 90 के पार सीट हो चुकी हैं अभी तक, अभी नतीजे और आ रहे हैं, इतना बड़ा बहुमत यार भी लगता है। लोगों ने बड़ी उम्मीदें जताई है, लोगों ने बड़ा विश्वास किया है, इस विश्वास को हमें टूटने नहीं देना, सबको पूरा करना है। तो एक तो ये कि हमारे जितने कार्यकर्ता हैं, मैं बार बार कहता हूं, हमें घमंड नहीं करना, हमें अहंकार नहीं करना, हमें बदतमीजी नहीं करनी। ये लोग हमें गालियां देंगे, इन्होंने चुनाव में मेरे को कितनी गालियां दी, केजरीवाल के कपड़े खराब हैं, केजरीवाल काला है, केजरीवाल अंग्रेज है, केजरीवाल पता नहीं क्या क्या है, आतंकवादी है। हमें इन गाली का जवाब गाली से नहीं देना, हमें इस देश की राजनीति बदलनी है। कोई आपको गाली दे तो बोलो जी गाली आपकी, आपको मुबारक, मैंने स्वीकार ही नहीं की आपकी गाली। हमें प्यार और मोहब्बत की राजनीति लेके आनी है, हमें सेवा की राजनीति करनी है। कहीं कोई बीमार दिखे, कहीं कोई मुसीबत में दिखे, उसकी मदद करो। हमें सेवा की राजनीति करनी है। मैं अभी हनुमान जी के मंदिर से आ रहा हूं, उनका आशीर्वाद लेने के लिए गया था, उनका आशीर्वाद लिया और मुझे पूरी उम्मीद है कि आने वाला समय भारत का समय है और भारत दुनिया का नंबर 1 देश बनने से अब कोई नहीं रोक सकता। दोस्तों, भारत माता की इनकलाब, इनकलाब।
Bharat Mata Ki Jai. That was our leader, Aam Aadmi Party leader and Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal celebrating the big win of Aam Aadmi Party in Punjab. Taipra Koye said that Punjab te Delhi te first Aam Aadmi Party to judiciary now in Punjab aro inika slowly in Haryana and other states te inika huikena pura desh te pura India te Aam Aadmi Party to ahi japo koise. And then he also said that itu to Janata Khan laga pyar, Janata Khan laga morom, Janata Khan la bharosa daiwa koise. Janata Khan to prove kuri dishe that they want change, they believe in Aam Aadmi Party because Aam Aadmi Party, we know they are a pre-people oriented party. Yes, they have this transparency, they have this yes, they are pre-people, they are people oriented party. How Arvind Kejriwal even talked about the students. Unemployment crisis, he talked about the students going out. On that note, I would like to bring about Ukraine crisis. Kinika iman bishi Indian laga medical students kantate Ukraine te study kuribo ja time te kinika crisis te phasi kena thakyande ekta student laga Naveen laga mot bi hwa laga diki paise Kharkiv te blast hwa time te to and another student was also injured. To inika moi khan laga India laga student kile bahare jabo lage puribole ki idu la opor te bi tai focus kurikena aro koise that he will create opportunities for people to study here and to work here. So we have more updates on the results daily and that will be provided by Chipen. Chipen, over to you.
Yes, Ringi Kukoi. So we have Idiado countings kando almost all the states complete Nishna here say now we are just waiting for the Election Commission of India to make the official declaration which party is forming the ruling government, which party will come to power in which state. So with the counting of the votes almost over, we are just waiting, as I've mentioned, for the Election Commission of India to make the final statement. But before that happens, I would like to give some updates as far as Manipur is concerned. So here we have certain updates that we have with us. So let me just highlight these updates. So in Manipur, Ngursanglur Sanate of JDU wins in Dipaimuk by more than 1,249 votes, and also Dr. Usham Depen Singh of the BJP wins in Wapkai constituency, and another one, 2 more seats for BJP, yes, and one more seat for JDU in Manipur here. And again, Chief Minister N. Biren Singh wins by 18,000 votes in Haingang constituency. Now, here again in another candidate of the BJP, Radhishyam Singh is leading in Hyanglam constituency by more than 2,000 votes, and also in Langtapal, the Indian National Congress candidate Okram Joy Singh trails. So he's trailing in Langtapal. So the seat in Away in Damai constituency is very competitive as of now, and Wangbao Newmai of the NPF is slightly ahead by a few number of votes. Also, former Chief Minister of Manipur, Ibobi Singh, is leading by around 1,600 votes in Taupal, and also N. Joy Kumar Singh trails in Uribok. So here I want to mention that the Yasikul, yes, BJP leads Tokjom Satyaprada Singh leads in Yes, Ikul. So here I want to mention one more thing. There's a breaking coming in from Uttarakhand. So the former Chief Minister of Uttarakhand, Harish Rawat, loses from Lalkuan constituency. So these are the updates that we have coming in right now.
Viewers of Nyan Karone ekta big breaking janai dibuli mon ase Uttarakhand te hi Harish Rawat to ekta alag constituency Lalkuan pra Harish ko ekna janai di ase Harish Rawat pra tai laga nijor constituency pra jidishe will be Lalkuan te Harish ko ekna itu khobor janai di ase aro next te aro be ekta khobor ase Punjab te Navjot Singh Sidhu loses from Amritsar East ko ekna itu bi janai di ase tai Navjot Singh Sidhu tai Congress represent kuri ase aro tai Amritsar East constituency pra Harishe aro itu Congress nimite be ekta harija laga ekta hobo and then Congress harija matlab Punjab te AAP to ahi ase aro ahi kena tan pra Congress pra chula nishna to changes kan ani dibole ase koi kena janai dibo next day Amrinder Singh former ex-Punjab Chief Minister tai Patiala pra lose kurishe Patiala to tai la constituency ase aro tai Patiala pra lose kurishe tai laga party National Lok Party tai pra nutun party form kura aro tai itu lead kura to Harishe aro ekta independent party aro ekta independent candidate nishina Punjab kabza kuruli para nai next ase Bikram Majita loses Amritsar East by over 14k votes. So itu leader aro itu Shiromani Akali Dal laga leader Bikram Majithia tai Amritsar East pra Harishe 14k votes pra koi na itu janai di ase. Amikan laga screen te ase Manipur laga ekta khobor aro itu khobor ase Dr. Usham Diben Singh of PJP wins in Nabgai Kwekna. Itia ekta constituency pra Manipur te first phase te 38 assembly constituency chunav te ahishe Panchta district pra aro itu logot next phase second phase te 92 candidates kan 22 assembly constituencies Choida district pra larai kurikina ahishe tade ita ekta constituency purikina jao homoite itu Dr. Usham Diben Singh PJP wins in Nabgai ko ekna itu janai di ase itia Biren Singh laga ekta khobor viewers apni khan ke itu gorom khobor do janai dibli mon ase tai Hingnang constituency te 18000 votes pra jitishe aro tai laga itu party aro tai pra itu constituency te stable banai ase aro tai laga thing tai bacha ka chapai kina ja to itu aro be dikhibuli pari ase PJP aro alak itu last election 2017 te BJP NPP NPF aro Lok Jan Shakti Party khan alliance form kurikena and Biren Singh Chief Minister huikena aishe idu homoite Hingnang constituency pra 18k votes which means it's a whole lot of votes and then tai itu constituency de jidishe aro alak constituency de jidiana itu laga khobor bi man ke updates rukhi ase.
Yes, that was the big breaking from Manipur and Punjab laga big breaking Khanmuha Salushe how Navjot Singh Sidhu lost and from his constituency and how Biren Singh has won. Biren Singh won 18,000 votes. Now again we have a breaking from Goa. Goa te BJP laga Pramod Sawan pra win kurishe koikena big breaking te janaishe. Yes, that's a big breaking for BJP laga Pramod Sawan ke. So that means BJP is going to come to power in Goa. Ayate aro Punjab laga bi Aam Aadmi Party laga CM candidate very own Bhagwant Manto win kurishe from Dhuri constituency koikena. Yet a big breaking te janaishe and Bhagwant Manto in fact Mokan people laga reaction in Punjab this highlighted his favorite one and also also we have a new breaking from Aam Aadmi Party. Gurmeet Singh meet Hahir wins in Barnala, Punjab. Punjab de another candidate of Aam Aadmi Party. Gurmeet Singh meet Hahir pra Barnala constituency pra GT She koikena. Another good news for Aam Aadmi Party. So inika Punjab laga wins kan tailedo. We have seen how the Aam Aadmi Party's manifesto of providing enough jobs for youths can bhalpra result dia dikhipaise. And then we have again another breaking from Uttarakhand. Harish Rawat laws from his constituencies Lal Kuwan pra Harish Rawat laws kurishe koikena mohan dikhipaiase. That means with that we have another big forward for BJP. And again we have on screen you can see how Navjot Singh Sidhu lost from his constituency Amritsar East. Aro taipra olapagete congratulate bikurishe to Aam Aadmi Party. Okay, now we have Amrinder, ex-Punjab Chief Minister Amrinder Singh losing from Patiala constituency. Other than Aam Aadmi Party, alak candidates come to Patiala, probably ex-CM Amrinder Singh will lose kushe. Aam Aadmi Party hi. Dahil laga maximum kan Punjab laga maximum seats kan lui jai she ko kina dikhipai se. The other candidates from Congress also have lost. So finally Congress is not going to come to power this year in Punjab.
Viewers, मैं आपने कन के जनाई टिवली मोहन था कदो पंजाब ते शिरोमणि अकाली दल लगा एक्टा लीडर बिक्रम मजिठिया ताई अमृतसर ईस्ट प्रा 14K वोट्स प्रा हरिशे पंजाब ते इटू SAD तान भी भाल प्रा नुजुले को इग्ना दिखाई दिया से because पंजाब ते इच्छा तक तो इंडियन नेशनल कांग्रेस और तान सेकंड लीड ते असे और इटू लगा ओपोटे up ase tan ase and then they have been aji morning pra shuru krina votes counting jadam te tahan by lead krina ase and then there have been no other party which could beat the up party and it's a very good start of the Aam Aadmi Party. They have been sweeping the whole of Punjab with their confidence and with their votes and with that man itya moi koble mon tagadon yadi Punjab te kimanta votes ahi ase aro kimanta updates ahi ase AAP laga hi ase and then AAP kan kushi pa chaka sopte AAP la kushi pa and then even if Chief Minister Delhi laga Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal tai tak prabi Delhi pra live te tai khota kushi that Punjab te tan prabi ekta Delhi charikina ekta notun attempt Punjab te kura homoite beshi pal pra win kurishe itu logot next day Dr. Usham Biten Singh of Punjab win in Wabgai. Yes, of course, Wabgai constituency pra Manipur te ase itu Dr. Usham Biten Singh of BJP win ko ikna ase. BJP kan ekta constituency pratan itu sob kabza kurikna ja dekhi pai ase. Aro Chief Minister N Biren Singh itu lokote tai bi 18K votes pra jitishe Hengnan constituency te. So it's a very good update, right? It's a very good update of BJP in Manipur because BJP te coalition tagishe and BJP was very strong among all the party because NPF, NPP can be try kuri ase but then maybe this time they are not forming a coalition government because we can see tan alak counting tan alak seats kabza kurli mon dikhi pai ase itu chunav te. Meanwhile itu tehi update to I would like to say that up Chief Minister candidate Bakwant Man win from Duhri ko egna ase. Yes, itu arubi Punjab te hi Chief Minister candidate ekta pratai win kurishe itu laga khobor janai di ase. Etia mon itu khobor kan logot arubi palpa detail update kuribli colleague Chipen logot khota kuribo and then we will discuss with him about Punjab laga and alak states te ki hoi ase BJP laga win BJP to ithe tak pe khara kuri asna BJP hari ase and what about the other parties tan be are they scared or are they trying their best or what is the situation itu an sob to man janibli nimite etia Chipen logot yate khota kuribo.
Yes, Yes, Asen. So right now, the Election Commission has, started updating the official announcement on the website. So let us have a look one by one. So first, I would like to take a look at, the situation in Uttar Pradesh. So Uttar Pradesh, with a total number of 403 seats. Now all the vote countings have finished now, and so here the Apnatal, so far they have not won any seats, but they are leading in 11 seats, as shown here by the Election Commission of India, followed by this Bahujan Samajwadi Party, which has not won a single seat yet, but they are leading in 1. Now comes the Bharatiya Janata Party. Now Bharatiya Janata Party, they have also won 3, and they are leading in 244 other constituencies. Yes. So the next is the Indian National Congress, which has won 0 as of now, but they are leading in 2. And comes the Jansara Dal Loktandrik, which has also won 0, but also leading in 2 constituencies. And now here comes the Nirbal Indian Shoshit Hamra Aram Amdal, I beg your pardon. Takanpi Ektabi win Huanai, but they are leading in 7 constituencies at the moment. And comes the Rashtriya Lokdal, which has won 0, but also they are also leading in 11 constituencies. And Samajwadi Party, which has won 0, but are leading in 117 at the moment. And the last is the Soheldev Bharatiya Samaj Party, which has won 0, but they are leading in 5 constituencies. So that is the scenario in Uttar Pradesh right now, and we shall be going on next to Uttarakhand. So as you can see here in Uttarakhand, with 70 constituencies this time, so the Bahujan Samajwadi Party in Uttarakhand, they have won 0, but they are leading in 2. The Bharatiya Janata Party, they have won 0 as of now, but they are also leading in 48 constituencies, so which is a huge step towards forming the government. And then comes Independent, which has won 0, and are leading with 2. And the Indian National Congress, so even the Indian National Congress, they have won 1, and they are leading in 17 other constituencies. So this makes a total to 69. Now still one is going on now. We are going to have a look at the pie chart here. So we're going to have a look at the pie chart here. So this is the overall, percentage of voters. So where voters, which party received the most number of votes, you can clearly see here in this pie chart. So here, the orange, the saffron portion here, as you can see, this is the Bharatiya Janata Party, and here 44.4% of voters, they have voted for, or they are voted in support, in favor of the Bharatiya Janata Party. And then the next is the Indian National Congress here in this magenta color, which when you look at it, the percentage of voters is 38.2%. And then comes the BSP, Bahujan Samajwadi Party, and here you can see that the total number of voters is 4.82, followed by the AIMIM, followed by the other candidates, which makes up 7.84% of the total number of voters. And then comes the Aam Aadmi Party and the other regional parties also. So if you look at the pie chart, you can see that the BJP has acquired a maximum number of voters this time. So let us move on to Manipur. And yes, I shall hand this over to Ravi. Ravi will take you through to Manipur now.
So আমি খানিতে দেখা নিচিনা 60 সিটে 46 সিট জিতিছে ইয়াতে আৰু ইয়াতে 1 to 20 আছে আৰু 20 লা মাজদি ইয়াতে লিডিং টু 26 তে আছে আৰু টোটাল টু 46 আছে সো ইতে ভাৰতীয় জনতা পাৰ্টি বা 11 1 ক্ৰুছে লিড তে 13 তে আছে হলি টোটাল টু 24 হি পাই কিনে আছে ইন্ডিপেন্ডেন্ট বি 2 জিতি কিনে আছে আৰু 0 লিডিং তে আছে আৰু টোটাল টু 2 দেছ জানাই আছে সো ইণ্ডিয়ান নেশনেল কংগ্ৰেছ বি 2 তে 1 আছে আৰু লিডিং টু 1 তে আছে কুকিনে জানাই আছে আৰু টোটাল টু 3 তে আছে সো ইতিয়া জনতা দল ইউনাইটেড টু 3 তে 1 আছে আৰু লিডিং টু 2 তে আছে আৰু টোটাল টু 5 তে আছে দি ক্লিয়াৰ ফিগাৰ দেখাইছে আৰু কুকি পিপলছ এলায়েন্স 0 তে আছে একটা বি জিতা নাই তাহান হলি লিডিং তে তাহান বি 1 তে নাম্বাৰ আছে আৰু টোটাল টু 1 আছে নাগা পিপল ফ্ৰন্ট 0 জিতি কিনে আছে হলি বি লিডিং তে 5 টা আছে আৰু টোটাল বি 5 টা আছে নেশনেল পিপল পাৰ্টি উইন টু দুইটা আছে আৰু লিডিং তো চারটা আছে আৰু টোটাল তো 6টা আছে নে জানাইছে সো এটা আমি খান দিতে পাই চার্ট চাইছে করে তো বিজেপি highest number there is highest percentage there is 37.6%, followed by International Congress that is 16.3%. Utula next year hai NPEP that is 15.6%. Utula next year here say NPF 10.6%. Utula next year say JDU 10.5%. Utula last year say others with 7.8%. So ami khan Manipur la televi digishe chart bi digishe aur ami jani ase kun litte ase kun bishi jite kina ase kun ite baki ase. So ami khan age Uttar Pradesh aur Uttarakhand ase Manipur la ase ite ami khan Punjab laga sao Punjab la ki ase ahi bisabo. So আমি আনিতে ভাল পাদিকা আছে ইলেকশন কমিশন অফ ইন্ডিয়া পৰা পাঞ্জাব তে 117 সিট তাইছে তো 117 বি কৰি লৈছে এটো মাজতে আম আদমি পাৰ্টি পৰা 44 জিতিছে পাঞ্জাব তে দ্যাটস এ কমেন্ডেবল জব বাই আম আদমি পাৰ্টি বিকজ ভাবি থাকা নাই কি কংগ্ৰেছ জিতিব নিচিনা হৈ কিনে কংগ্ৰেছ কে নিচে কৰি কিনে আম আদমি পাৰ্টি পৰা কিনিগা ভাগৱত মেন পৰা আহি কিনে জিতিয়া দইটো একটা আচনাক একটা কথা এটা হৈ গৈছে তাহান লিডিং তো 48 তে আছে টোটাল তো 92 তে আছে বাউজন Samaj Party to 0 jiti kina ase are leading to 1 te ase total to 1 te ase Bharatiya Janata Party as we already know the relationship between Punjab and Bharatiya Janata Party tahan jitia to 1 te jiti kina ase will be lead be 1 te kuri kina ase but there is no such option that tahan iniga hobo kina ase our 2 te ase total to independent 1 te ase leading 0 te ase total 1 te ase Indian National Congress ke sale 4 te ase tahan jitia to are leading 14 te ase total saishikole 18 ase Shiromani Akali Dal 1 to jiti kina ase are leading to 2 te ase to tara total to 3 te ase so ami jani ase Punjab result status to 51 jiti leading 66 te ase total 170 so let's look clearly on the pie chart ki dikina ase to graph te ki ase koto 42.1% to AAP Aam Aadmi Party pa lukina ase the next is Indian National Congress that is 22.9% the next is SAD that is Shiromani Akali Dal that is 18.3% and then the next is others with 7.4%. Now we have already done discussing regarding the fourth state at the last state that is Goa te ki ase I wisawo so Goa la chart TV ase 40/40 as we all know that among the 5 state Goa sabse komti seat la this time pura la ase assembly election to so 40 te Aam Aadmi Party par ekta jitise leading 1 te ase total 2 te ase Bharatiya Janata Party BJP dosta jiti kina ase leading 10 te ase total 20 te ase that's a good thing and then Goa Forward Party 0 te ase leading 1 te ase total 1 te ase Independent to 2 te jiti kina ase leading 1 te ase total to 3 te ase Indian National Congress 5 te jitise leading 6 te ase aro total to 11 te ase to Maharashtra Wadi Gomantak to 0 win te ase leading to 2 te ase aur duita total te ase Revolutionary Gowns Party to 0 jiti kina ase leading 1 total 1 as we can see in the chart that yete total Punjab Goa election te ami han kiniga 18th jitise leading 22 te ase total 40 te ase now let's see the pie chart so सबसे highest to BJP is that is 33.4% the next is International Congress with 23.4% and followed by others that is 19.32% and the next is MAG that is 7.6% MAG is none other than Maharashtra Wadi Gomantak ase at the last state hakia to AAP Aam Aadmi Party that is with 6.8% so ami han apne ke dikhai election commission of India la result regarding the 5 state Goa Manipur Punjab Uttar Pradesh or Uttarakhand la
लोगों के लिए शासन दिया विकास का शासन दिया तो बहुत अंतर है साहब बहुत अंतर है गुंडागर्दी बंद हो गई नहीं तो पहले जो गुंडागर्दी चलती थी वो उत्तर प्रदेश में छीन झपट सारा ठेका है तो एक ही जात के लोगों को या एक ही परिवार के लोगों को जाएगा वो सब धंधा बंद हो गया अब बंद हो जाएगा धीरे धीरे और भी जो प्रांत जहाँ पर ये है परिवारवाद की राजनीति या जात पात की राजनीति ये बंद हो जाएगा विकल्प मिल गया ईमानदार विकल्प मिलेगा लोग जाएंगे उस तरफ
लेकिन कहा यह जा रहा था कि ये 5 राज्य के जो राजनीति को तय करेगा, तो क्या ये
तो तय है, देखिए
टेलर है
ये तो साहब तय है। ये तो एकदम जो द मॉर्निंग शोज द डे ये दिखाता है कि हाँ साहब 124 में क्या होगा, ये तो स्पष्ट है। इसमें कहीं है नहीं अभी, चाहे प्रदेश में हो चाहे केंद्र स्तर पर हो, कहीं कोई है नहीं। कोई है बताइए? कोई तो नज़र नहीं आता है नरेंद्र मोदी के सामने और भारतीय जनता पार्टी के सामने। कांग्रेस तो करीब करीब लुप्त ही हो गई, तो लुप्त हो ही जाना है उसको, क्योंकि नेतृत्व है नहीं, कोई सोच नहीं है, और परिवार की पार्टी है वो तो लुप्त हो ही जाना है। बाकी भी परिवार की पार्टियां लुप्त हो जाएंगी।
एक आखिरी सवाल सर, ये जो 5 राज्यों के नतीजे आए हैं, आम आदमी पार्टी का एक और राज्य में सरकार बनना और टीएमसी का पश्चिम बंगाल से निकल के गोवा तक पहुंचना, क्या ये मैसेज है कि आने वाले दिनों में कांग्रेस का रिप्लेसमेंट रीजनल पार्टियां करने जा रही है?
हाँ, कहीं कहीं रीजनल पार्टियां उभरेंगी, कहीं कहीं रीजनल पार्टियां उभरेंगी, लेकिन आप देखेंगे कि अमूमन धीरे धीरे ये रीजनल पार्टी भी अगर वो ईमानदार काम नहीं कर पाएंगे तो ये रीजनल पार्टियां भी समाप्त हो जाएंगी। लोग देखिए, आप एक कहावत है अंग्रेजी में कि यू कैन फूल सम पीपल फॉर मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम एंड यू कैन फूल मेनी पीपल फॉर सम ऑफ द टाइम, बट यू कांट फूल एवरीबडी फॉर ऑल द टाइम। तो आप ये झटके में कहीं आ गए शासन वासन में, लेकिन लोग आपको परख लेते हैं और जान जाते हैं, फिर आप आएंगे नहीं। सपा के साथ यही हुआ ना ये वहाँ उत्तर प्रदेश में।
कुछ दिनों से कहा जा रहा था कि जो इलेक्शन के रिजल्ट आएंगे इसका असर बिहार की राजनीति पर भी होगा, बिहार की राजनीति पर कितना?
यही असर होगा, एकदम बिल्कुल यही असर होगा। बिहार के लिए भी स्पष्ट मैसेज है कि जो पार्टियां परिवार की पार्टी है या ये जात पात करती है, उसका कोई जगह नहीं बच गया। अब काम करिए और ईमानदारी रहिए, तब जाके चलेगा। ये नहीं चलेगा कि आप लूट रहे हैं, भ्रष्ट भी हैं, और उसके बाद फिर आप सोचेंगे कि जात के नाम पर लोग आपको वोट दे दे, वो समझ का चला गया। अब
शुक्रिया,
थैंक यू।
जब आपको इलेक्ट्रिसिटी मिलनी शुरू हो जाती है, जब आपको शौचालय जिसको इज्जत घर बोला जाता है वो मिल जाता है, महामारी के चलते हुए आज ही का आंकड़ा बता दूं 180 करोड़ टीके लग चुके हैं भारत के अंदर, और साथ में महामारी के दौरान जो गरीब कल्याण योजना थी कि कोई भी भूखे पेट ना सोए, खासकर गरीब। तो जब आप सब कुछ को अपने ध्यान में रखते हुए ऑल वेदर रोड है तो ऑल वेदर आप डेवलपमेंट करने लगते हैं ताकि स्टैंडर्ड ऑफ लिविंग इम्प्रूव हो आपके मतदाता का, आपकी जनता जनार्दन का, तो जाहिर सी बात है वो आप में विश्वास करके आपको दोबारा मतदान देगा ही।
So Prime Minister Modi, when he came in 2014, he was very clear that he is not coming just for ruling the country. He's coming here to serve the country. And our philosophy of Antyodaya, that the weakest person must be empowered. Our policies are structured so that every society, every caste and creed is benefited, and there's a constant feedback from ground. And this is representative of the blessing that the various state electorate is now giving to BJP. So yes, it's a very positive change. It's a very good change, especially for our country, which is, I believe, my country is extremely strong. It only needed a strong leadership, and thankfully now, such that people's belief in politics is now changing. Right? They believe things can happen.
Now we have Uttar Pradesh laga result la release card mahal sailabo result la release card sabshe aru discussions be more discussions khan koribo to Uttar Pradesh se mahal janya nishina BJP pra lead korikena ahi ase Yogi Adityanath laga BJP laga lead pra lead korikena ahi ase 262 seats te occupy korikena ase aru Samajwadi Party pra 133 te second position te ase aru BSP pra 2 seats occupy korikena ase, and with that we have Congress, Indian National Congress, occupying 3 seats in Uttar Pradesh. That was the result daily for Uttar Pradesh, and it has been so for big win for BJP. BJP laga candidate pra ekta dangor win kurikena ase, and then now we have Manipur laga result update tally to dikhai ase yate bhi BJP pra hi lead kurikena ase 31 seats occupy kurche, are followed by NPF. Isn't it good news for the people of Nagaland that NPF has secured 7 seats in Manipur, and NPP followed by NPP occupying 6 seats. Then we have Indian National Congress occupying 5 seats. In fact, that is surprising because BJP coalition thakya bi harija pichite bi BJP to inika age ahi jase akile ase gule to itu makan ola piche discuss kori lebo holbi. Now we'll go and move on to Uttarakhand la tell it dikhi pai ase how BJP is winning there in Uttarakhand also by leading away to 47 seats, and then followed by Congress to for 19 seats te lead kori second position te ase, then others to 4 seats te ase aro up to itiabi Uttarakhand 0 te nil te hi ase. Then up next we have Punjab with us. Punjab laga tally te dikhai pai ase. We all know, we have all seen how AAP has Aam Aadmi Party has swept their lead in Punjab with 92 seats, and then followed by Congress to 16 seats durikena ase, followed by Shiromani Akali Dal 6 seats durishe aro BJP only 2 seats in Punjab. Then up next we have with us we have Goa laga results tally to dikhi pai ase. There also BJP has holding a big win, 20 lead korikena ase, 26 durishe, and then Congress to 12 ta seats occupy kurishe, followed by other parties Canberra 4 ta seats durishe, and Aam Aadmi Party B 2 ta seats te jitina ase, 2 constituency te jitigena ase Goa laga assembly elections de 2022 te. Now we will be discussing yes, I would want to discuss more about how NPF Taikan Dosta, we have seen how NPF 10 candidates were contesting for the assembly elections in Manipur, and then out of that 7 seats that I can't share. Isn't it a good news? In fact, we will go and talk more about Manipur elections takalaga votings kanaro inika kinika kiki conflicts kan kiki actually to lao porte discuss kurwa with Chipen and Asan. We have Chipen and Asan. Yes, I would like to join them and have more discussions about Manipur, the voting phases and how the repolls and everything. Yes, Chipen, over to you, and Asan.
Yes, Rinki. So Manipur, as I have mentioned before, now the entire votes counting process is already done. Everything is finished. Now the Election Commission of India, they are just formally announcing which party has won which constituency and how many seats they have won in the assembly elections. But by now we all have a clear picture. We have the data with us, and we know which party has won from which constituency. So yes, but at the same time, we will also wait for the Election Commission of India to confirm in whole that this party has acquired or obtained majority number of seats in their respective assembly constituencies. So yes, as of now Manipur, yes, we can see that in Manipur the BJP has crossed the majority mark, which was supposed to be 31, but now they are standing on 33 wins. So it's very it's shocking to see that the Indian National Congress has been pushed down below our expectation level, because we never expected the Indian National Congress to be winning a mere number of 6 seats or 5 seats, I beg your pardon. Yes, and now the NPP, which made its debut in Manipur elections for the not a debut, which is making a lot of waves in the northeast, could manage to grab only 6 seats in the Manipur elections. So this is quite stunning, and the Naga People's Front, which is unexpected, they have also won 7 number of seats. So yes, Rinki, we're putting on hold all the discussions related to the Manipur elections and the votes counting right now. We are going to switch on to Nagaland because we have a very special guest. Anli is joining with us. So let us move over to Okenjit Santam from editor. He's the editor, Northeast Press Service, and also he has authored quite a couple of books, which I will name 1 or 2. Narendra Modi and Naga Peace Accord, and Modi working on elusive Naga peace. So I would like to welcome Okenjit Santam. Thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, so I would like to ask you, since by now we have a clear picture of the developments that have taken place so far as far as today's votes counting is concerned. So the first question that I would like to put forward to you is, what could be the strategy used by the BJP that have so influenced the people, the voters, so much that they have come up with a resounding victory in Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand, as well as Goa and Manipur?
As far as in Manipur, as far as the Manipur context is concerned, yeah, and the result trend is now not completely out. So
break हो रहा है sound break.
And although we are expecting that BJP is going to cross half mark, and they are almost ready to form the government, and the chief minister, the present chief minister, Mr. Biren, has already won from his assembly constituency, Haingang, with resounding kind of victory. And now one thing is very clear, that BJP in the last assembly election, that was held in 2017, they won 21 seats, and the Congress 28 seats, and yet they managed to form the government with all the political parties, their legislators. And now the position is BJP have now crossed half mark, and all the result is yet to be completely out, but is all from all the corners and available sources is expected that BJP is going to cross half mark, and they are likely to form the government without even other supports. But the thing is, BJP with their partners in the last ministry, that was NPP and NPF, now this time is they can actually form the government without even NPP and the NPF. So although NPF and other parties, they have been telling that they will be kingmaker in this present election, but as the election trend, result trend is coming up, it is BJP is likely to form the government without the support of other governments now in Manipur.
To know about this, there was this second phase polling, and we had information about these 7 polling states where they were disturbed through these fights that went between BJP and opposition party. But even so, with all these repulse and whatever disturbances and dramas that was put on, BJP has come about as a good party, winning all the majority. So what highlights would you like to put upon this?
Yeah, regarding the repoll, that is, yeah, it has already been ordered. But the overall political situation is, as we have all seen, that in the hill areas, in the second phase elections, even in the first phase, some areas, some constituencies, including the first phase in the Suchampur side, there are a lot of allegations that even the Kuki militants were paid by the BJP government in center. So a lot of allegations were there. They openly campaigned that the electorates in the areas were forced to vote in favor of the BJP candidates in that area. And this trend has actually given push to the NPF party in the Naga areas, because Naga People's Front, they have set up 10 candidates this time, and the NPF is expected to win at least more than what they have won in the last assembly election. So the trend is very clear, and it is, even the Congress party, they have already lodged the complaint that this underground organization, Kuki underground organizations, which are already in a ceasefire with the government of India, are asking their electorates to vote for the BJP candidates, has immensely, impacted on the electorates and other political parties. And on the other side, NPF has exploited the situation of this trend. That is why NPF is gaining more in their these NPF candidates where they have been contesting in the Naga inhabited areas.
Yes, Okin. Last election 2017 we had coalition party BJP, NPP, NPF and Lok Jan Shakti party. It was a coalition government formed with BJP and the government it was a coalition government where the N. Biren Singh as a leader, he took about the state in a very developmental wise. So I would also like to know, is there anything about, or is there any news about this coalition government? If there could be a coalition government in Manipur this election?
NPF is more likely they will be part of the coalition government because Mr. Biren has already stated that he would wait for some days to claim from the government, and to my political reading that I think BJP government, which is likely to be installed in the next few days, will definitely have NPF as one of the main partners in the government, because in Nagaland, in the context of Nagaland, NPF has already become part of the opposition-led government in Nagaland. That is NDPP, BJP-led government in Nagaland. So NPF has already joined. So similarly, NPF cannot just stay away from the BJP-led government in Manipur, which is likely to be headed by Mr. Biren again. So NPF, although NPF has been telling that they will be the kingmaker, but the kind of political, the wave they have been creating will not happen much impact, because BJP is likely to cross the hard mark. That means there will be a simple majority to form even without the support of other government. Yet BJP will definitely go according to the political developments that is taking place in Nagaland and Manipur, that NPF will definitely part of the BJP-led government in Manipur.
Yes, so talking about the chief ministers, the former chief minister Okram Ipobi Singh and also N. Biren Singh, the present one. So what is it about N. Biren Singh that Okram Ipobi failed to emanate this time? What is so special about N. Biren Singh that that has attracted the voters, and that Okram Ipobi has failed to execute in his election campaigns this time?
Can you repeat the question again?
Yes, yes, I would like to. So I was asking about the charisma wise. So what are the special things that N. Biren Singh did that Okram Ipobi could not, do in order to woo the voters this time in Manipur?
BJP, as far as Mr. Okram Ipobi Singh's position is concerned, his Congress party, he has also made very clear his Congress party is open to any alliance with other political parties, that is non-BJP parties. He's also ready to sacrifice and form the government in the state. That is what he has been telling. But seeing the present trend is concerned, that the BJP is more or less sure to form the government in the state of Manipur.
Yes, so one more, during the election campaigns, all the political parties, they have, raised their voices against the implementation of AFSPA in the northeastern states, especially in Manipur and Nagaland. So now even the Chief Minister of Manipur, N. Biren Singh, he also iterated his stand on AFSPA, where he expressed clearly that he is against the AFSPA and would like to repeal it. So now since the Manipur government has come, the BJP government, the BJP has come to power in Manipur, what are the chances, what are the prospects that, the government would work towards repealing the AFSPA in the state?
Can you just repeat the question?
Yes, I was asking about the AFSPA, the implementation of AFSPA, which even N. Biren Singh in his speech said that he would want to repeal the Act, and he was very much against it. So now, since he has, it's already, you know, we are just waiting for the official declaration of the Election Commission. Now we are certain that the BJP has come up with the majority in the state of Manipur. So now, with the prospect of forming the government in hand, what are the chances that N. Biren Singh and his government will, you know, work towards repealing AFSPA from the state of Manipur?
You are talking about the AFSPA?
Yes.
Yeah, I think as far as AFSPA is concerned, Mr. Ibobi, of course, he during his regime in the 2004, during the people's upheaval and uproar after the killing of Thangjam Manorama and Manorama by the Assam Rifle personnel, then the Manipur went into flames, and during that time, of course, he had successfully removed AFSPA from the 7 constituencies in the greater Imphal areas. That was one of the biggest achievements. During that time also, the Kangla fort, that is Kangla, that is a historically sacred place for the rulers of Manipur kingdom. So that place, which was occupied more than 100 years by the Assam Rifle, was vacated during that time. But if you look the present trend, AFSPA is something like, it's not becoming actually main thing of the people. Even people, although people have been talking that AFSPA should be removed from Manipur, and they have been demanding the political parties that they should include this one of the main things in their manifesto. But in spite of that, people are not, I don't think that people are much interested, because it's only talking, otherwise AFSPA is the main issue, means people, you see, even in Nagaland, you have seen that in the last December, that there was a killing in the Mon areas. 14 these innocent civilians were gunned down by the security forces. The lot of issues were there. Now Nagaland is dying down about this one also, and the government, in spite of telling that we are for AFSPA removal, but yet this has not become an issue, and the people still keep voting political parties which keep telling, but in reality they are not moving really actually for this.
Yes, Okin, we have a breaking news right now. At the moment, we will hold our conversation for the moment and go back to the breaking news and have an update. Yes, JDU and NPF most likely to join PJP forming government in Manipur, as sources states. It is likely that JDU and NPF will be forming a coalition government in Manipur, and it also states that SS Olish of PJP wins from Chandel by 27,341 votes. This is actually a very nice turn of the PJP, and also it includes why Radesh Yam Singh of PJP leads win by 2,000 votes in Hyanglam. Yes. Next, we have BJP to invite NPP to form government this time.
Yes, I would like to make some correction there. BJP not to invite NPP in forming the government this time. So this has been reported, and it's part of the breaking coming up now.
We have this breaking news that Janata Dal and NPF was likely to join BJP forming government in Manipur, according to sources. And then this big breaking has come amidst our talk in Manipur. And then we have another breaking from Manipur that says that SS Olish of BJP wins from Chandel, this constituency, by 27,341 votes. Yes, the DC. Yes, and we have another breaking from sources saying that N. Biren Singh might not invite NPP to form government after these assembly elections. And then another breaking, it says that Y. Radheshyam Singh of BJP win by 2,000 votes in Hyang Lam constituency. These are the breakings from Manipur. So we will be discussing more on Manipur assembly results, and we would go over to and again we have another breaking stating that Randeep Surjewala and addressing a press conference, and that is those are the breakings that we have for now. Now we'll go back to Chipen and Asin to take over the talks.
लेकिन सरदार अमरिंदर सिंह जी के नेतृत्व में 4.5 साल की सत्ता विरोधी लहर से नहीं उबर पाए। जनता ने बदलाव के लिए मतदान किया। हम जनता के इस जनादेश को स्वीकार करते हैं और आम आदमी पार्टी श्री भगवंत मान श्री अरविंद केजरीवाल को मुबारकबाद देते हैं। उत्तर प्रदेश में हम कांग्रेस पार्टी को जमीनी स्तर पर पुनर्जीवित करने में तो सफल रहे, पर हम उस जनमत को सीटों में नहीं बदल पाए। लेकिन कांग्रेस पार्टी उत्तर प्रदेश की हर विधानसभा में गली कूंचे तक पहुंच पाई। हम उत्तराखंड और गोवा में बेहतर चुनाव तो लड़े, पर जनता का मन नहीं जीत पाए, विजय के आंकड़े तक नहीं पहुंच पाए। हमारे लिए एक सीख है कि हमें धरातल पर और अधिक मेहनत करने की आवश्यकता है। हमने इस चुनाव को जातिवाद और धार्मिक ध्रुवीकरण के मुद्दों से दूर रख जनता के मुद्दों पर वापस लाने का सतत प्रयास किया। वो चाहे बेरोजगारी हो, वो चाहे महंगाई हो, चाहे वो डूबती अर्थव्यवस्था हो, चाहे वो जनता के समक्ष रोजमर्रा का संकट हो, चाहे वो शिक्षा हो, चाहे वो स्वास्थ्य हो, चाहे वो ढांचागत विकास हो। परंतु ये भी सच है कि भावनात्मक मुद्दे जनता की जिंदगी से जुड़े इन मुद्दों पर कहीं ना कहीं हावी हो गए। हम चुनाव हारे या जीतें, लेकिन भारतीय राष्ट्रीय कांग्रेस देश की जनता के साथ लगातार खड़ी है। हम जनता के मुद्दों को, महंगाई को, बेरोजगारी को, अर्थव्यवस्था को, शिक्षा को, स्वास्थ्य को, ढांचागत विकास को, इन सब मुद्दों को जिम्मेवारी के साथ उठाते रहेंगे। हम हार के कारणों पर गहन दृष्टि से आत्म मंथन और आत्म चिंतन दोनों करेंगे, संगठन पर काम करेंगे और भविष्य में और बेहतर प्रयास करेंगे। कांग्रेस अध्यक्षा श्रीमती सोनिया गांधी जी ने यह भी निर्णय लिया है कि वो बहुत जल्द कांग्रेस कार्य समिति की बैठक बुलाकर इन सारे हार के कारणों और 5 राज्यों के चुनाव पर एक व्यापक अंतर्मंथन कांग्रेस कार्य समिति करेगी। हम चुनाव परिणामों से निराश जरूर हैं, पर हताश नहीं, हिम्मत नहीं हारे। हम कहीं नहीं जा रहे, हम लड़ते रहेंगे जब तक जीत हासिल ना हो जाए और वो जीत जनता की जीत हो। हम लौटेंगे नए बदलाव के साथ, नई रणनीति के साथ। सभी विजेताओं को एक बार फिर दिल से बहुत बहुत हार्दिक बधाई और 5 राज्यों की जनता को एक उज्जवल भविष्य के लिए बेहतर शुभकामनाएं। I'll say it very, very briefly in English and then I'll take your questions. I take this opportunity to extend our felicitations to all the political...
Yes, so we are back. That was Randeep Surjewala, a veteran Congress leader, accepting defeat gracefully in the elections this time. So now we shall again go back to the conversation. So while we try to connect with Okenchit Santam online, we shall have a look at the tally once again. This is, yes, these are the tallies that are being shown at the moment. So in Manipur, the BJP have won 31 seats, the Indian National Congress with 5 wins, National People's Party with 6, and the NPF with 7. So that makes it, yes, so that makes BJP the single largest party in the state of Manipur as of the moment.
Yes, up now we can see the Punjab tally where we can see that AAP, they are leading in Punjab with 93 seats and Congress with 17 seats. Punjab has a total seats of 117 seats and majority 59 seats. Aam Aadmi Party wins 93 seats and becomes the single largest party in Punjab.
Now we have Okinjit Sandem with us again to talk more about Manipur. But in the meantime, we will first see the tally for Uttarakhand. In Uttarakhand, again, BJP is leading with 47 seats, occupying 47 seats, followed by Indian National Congress occupying 19 seats, and the other parties holding 4 seats. While on the other hand, Aam Aadmi Party hasn't yet opened its gain. Now we have again another tally of Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh showing BJP in the lead with 265 seats, occupying 265 seats. Then we have Samajwadi Party leading by Akhilesh Yadav, occupying 131 seats, and BSP occupying 2 seats. And then we have Indian National Congress occupying 3 seats in Uttar Pradesh. Now we're going back to Chipin to keep on with the talks.
Yes, so welcome back. Thank you very much. So, yes, so before we went, to have a look at the tallies that are just coming up right now at the moment, we were talking about the AFSPA and yes, how the people have responded to it. So, as you have mentioned, the people may not be very much enthusiastic about the AFSPA anymore because it is a thing, but it used to be even much hotter when the incidents happened then and there. But now people have started to cool down, as you have mentioned. So the AFSPA seem to have a little bit, seem to have a little or no impact at all in the election campaigns and all. Okay, so now with there have been reports that, yes, this is to you, Okinjit Sandam. There have been speculations that the National People's Party may not be included in the government, in the formation of the government this time by the BJP, so Manipur government. So what do you think about that?
Can you make it a question very clear?
Yes, so there have been speculations that the BJP may not invite the NPP in forming the government this time. So what is your take on that?
BJP not inviting NPF, that is what you mean to say?
National People's Party, NPP.
Okay. National People's Party, they may invite or may not invite, but the thing is very clear. Because BJP in Manipur, they can form very comfortably government with the support of even NPF, and NPF, there is no doubt that NPF will be part of the coalition government. And NPP, in the political scenario, if you see that there is a possibility, of course, that BJP can go ahead to form the government with other parties like Naga People's Front without NPP. NPP somewhere during the campaign, and they have been saying that they will just go to form the government on their own. Even somewhere they were just politically very heated arguments were there between the BJP and the NPP candidates. But it is also very difficult for Mr. Biren, supposing if he has a new coalition government, and to accommodate all these parties, NPP, legislators, and NPF to his council of ministers, that is another big issue. So looking at that, the Biren might have chosen to leave NPP and go ahead forming with the NPF as a coalition government in Manipur.
Yes, okay. So also, being a woman myself, I would like to know about these women candidates. First phase, we had 15 women from Manipur, and in second phase we had 2 women from Manipur. So if this women win, what would be a change for the whole women in Manipur? I would like to know on that.
Yeah, that is a very interesting political development when the woman is included in the Council of Ministers in the decision-making body. But in the previous government also, even Mr. Ibobi's time also, there was a woman minister, and the last government was when Biren came into when Biren became chief minister of that coalition government, where one of the BJP MLAs from the Kangpokpi, that is Mrs. Kipzen, was also minister. So this time definitely I hope that I think women minister will be there. I think BJP or I think he's a coalition partner, anyone who is having a lady candidate winning or I mean in this election, I think Biren, no doubt he will just induct one of the ministers in his council of ministers, a lady minister.
So, Kin, what are the different roles or what were the different activities that the BJP government have been playing for women or they have done for the women as a whole?
BJP, you see, the whole political train is, we have been telling that the smaller states like Manipur, or for that matter Nagaland, or Arunachal Pradesh or Mizoram in the northeast, one thing is we should not look at the performance of those political leaders in the local areas, I mean the state levels. It's basically influenced by the party which is running at the center. For example, like when the Congress was ruling at the center from 2004 to 2014, so during this period in Manipur, even the BJP was really, they have suffered enough. Even at one point of time, they could not win also in one of the assembly elections in Manipur. Because now the trend is that in Manipur, it is not necessarily those political leaders in Manipur, especially BJP leaders in Manipur, because of their political caliber, that they could win this much. It's not necessarily not that. It's because of the party, that BJP that is ruling at the center. It has hugely impacted in the local politics. So whichever parties they are at the center is normally this effect is there in the state. So I think although it's a very complicated things in Manipur, because Manipur is a very complicated state because of the insurgency issues, the Naga political issue, and the one thing is one people should look at this very positive development, because NPF is mainly they are fighting for Naga homeland, that is Naga integration. Yet their MLAs are now have been part of the government in the last ministry headed by the BJP under the chief minister of Mr. Biren Singh. Now again Biren is going to lead successfully for the next government, that is going to be a BJP-led government, although BJP-led government, where NPF is also going to be part of that government. So this is something like people have to look at, that is huge development, positive developmental things are taking place. And unlike those, I mean, some 10 years ago, things were quite bad in many areas because of the Naga political issue, because of the Naga integration issue. Today, these issues are just died down, and the things are going in a different way, and people are more concerned about their developmental things. People are more concerned about their day-to-day life and their economic activities. There are all these activities where they are not, they want to do it without any disturbance. Like as Biren had often said, BJP party has often said that this highway blockage and the bunds, agitations in Manipur, which is known for it, is no more there. So people are rather happy in one way that they take it as one of the achievements of the BJP government in the last ministry. So this also they are playing a role, and the party, as I said, which is ruling in the center, is normally affected in the state, smaller states like Manipur and other Nagaland or Arunachal Pradesh.
Yeah, so let us go back to Uttar Pradesh this time. So as you know it, Okan, we are aware that people wanted a change in the Congress leadership. So this time in the Uttar Pradesh Assembly elections, for all the campaigns, Priyanka Kanti Vatra, she spearheaded all the campaigns. And she was there on the ground. She was doing, she was engaging with the locals, especially targeting the women of Uttar Pradesh. So everything seemed to be going very well. And the women, the public of, the people of Uttar Pradesh seemed to be responding to Priyanka Kanti Vatra very well. But as the polls, as the results have been announced, we see that it is exact opposite. So in this situation, what do you think could have gone wrong with the entire Congress campaign? Yes, we have a question for you, Oken. This is about the Congress failure in the Uttar Pradesh elections. So Priyanka Kanti Vatra was actively engaging with the women, with the youth, and it was all about women empowerment. So during the campaign, many people seemed to have supported her, but when the results are announced, it is the exact opposite. So what do you think could have gone wrong with the Congress and their campaign in Uttar Pradesh?
Can you just repeat again?
Yes. What do you think could have gone wrong?
What is the question, actually?
Yes. What do you think could have gone wrong with the entire Congress campaign in Uttar Pradesh with Priyanka Kanti Vatra as the face?
You are referring to the Uttar Pradesh?
Yes.
You mean the Uttar Pradesh election result impact? What will be the impact overall politics you are asking to me?
Well, I am trying to find out, I'm trying to know from you the factors that have led to the downfall of the Congress in Uttar Pradesh.
I couldn't get it here. I couldn't get it, the question very clearly.
Sir, my fellow colleague Chipen was asking about what could have been the downfall of Congress in Uttar Pradesh. He would like to know the insights and also about your thoughts on this.
Okay, I got it. No, the impact, the Congress downfall is generally we have seen that Congress has lacked absolute political strategy. They are lacking political strategy everywhere, actually. In fact, in the UP, actually, Congress could have capitalized on some of the issues that in the COVID, in the border areas, our relationship with the foreign countries, particularly our neighboring countries, China and all. But one thing is that even if you look at how the Congress has suffered in the Punjab, where Aam Aadmi Party has exploited, they have eaten into the bouts of the Congress, and now they have absolute majority, and they have created history, winning landslide victory in the Punjab. That has impacted that Congress instability and changing leadership in the states like Punjab. Punjab has been looked up by those assemblies where elections are held, 5 states. The other states are looking up at the Punjab, that the kind of political trend that Congress has been suffering in the Punjab has also given a lot of negative impacts in the other, even in the UP, even in the Uttarakhand. Of course, Congress is doing well, but they are very short of forming the government. And again, even in the Northeast. So that impact has gone to the UP. And in fact, as I have already stated, Congress has been lacking strategy to fight election, and they don't have a specific issues which will be very much crucial for the development of the state and the country, actually.
Yes, thank you, Okin, for joining us. That was a remarkable conversation with you. We had so many updates from Manipur. And also thank you for sparing your time and joining with Nagaland TV. Over next, we have a breaking news which will be updated by Renki Gogoi.
Now we have a breaking news with us, another big breaking for the Assembly Elections 2022 results and the mandate to 2022. And the big breaking is... Yes, and the big breaking says that Yogi Adityanath wins Gorakhpur by over 1 lakh votes. And now that's a big sweep. This Yogi Adityanath, who is a candidate from BJP, he has won from his constituency, Gorakhpur, by over 1 lakh votes. That's a huge amount of votes. And then that proves that BJP has once again won the hearts of the people of Uttar Pradesh. Maybe it's because of the magic of Modi and his talks, or maybe it's the manifestos, who knows, but we'll keep updating more on that. And the big breaking is Yogi Adityanath wins Gorakhpur by over 1 lakh votes. And the other breaking news we have is from Uttar Pradesh. Deaf minister's son Pankaj Singh wins Noida by margin of 1.31 lakh votes. Yes, from Uttar Pradesh, another breaking. Deaf minister's son Pankaj Singh wins Noida by margin of 1.31 lakh. Yes, Defense Minister's son Pankaj Singh wins by 1.31 votes in Uttar Pradesh. And again, we have another breaking from Manipur, and it says that Y. Radheshyam Singh of BJP leads a win by 2,000 votes in Hyanglam constituency of Manipur. And another breaking from Manipur, it says that Achab Uddin of JDU wins from Jiribam by 416 votes in Manipur. That's a big breaking from Manipur. We just earlier we had a talk with Okenjit from Manipur, from Kohima Live, and then we have another breaking from Manipur. It says that Nemcha Kipgan of BJP wins from Kangpokpi by 5,396 votes. Yes, from Kangpokpi constituency, Nemcha Kipgan of BJP wins. Yes, and she is one of the female candidates from Manipur, and she is from BJP, and she won by 5,396 votes from Kangpokpi constituency of Manipur. The another big breaking news, as we have earlier seen, that Yogi Adityanath has bulldozed off in Gorakhpur by winning by over 1 lakh votes. And then we are expecting the BJP to win in other states as well. But we have already seen in Uttar Pradesh, BJP has already hold strong their seat. And maybe in the other states as well, BJP will be forming the government. But we will keep updating on the results daily. And then let's see the other. Yeah, there's another breaking news we have from Manipur. Y. Radheshyam Singh of BJP has won by 2,000 votes in Hyanglam. He has won. He wins by 2,000 votes in Hyanglam constituency of Manipur. While Radheshyam Singh of BJP has won by 2,000 votes in Hyanglam constituency of Manipur. Next, we have another breaking. MD Achab Uddin of JDU wins from Jiribam constituency by 416 votes in Manipur. Another breaking news, it says that Defense Minister's son Pankaj Singh wins Noida by margin of 1.31 lakh votes. All of these breakings are signaling towards the win of BJP because most of the candidates are from BJP. And this breaking news from UP, Uttar Pradesh, it says that Defense Minister's son Pankaj Singh wins from Noida by margin of 1.31 lakh votes. And another female candidate of BJP from Manipur, from the constituency of Kangpokpi, has won by 5,396 votes. And she is none other than Nemcha Kipgen of BJP. And she has won by 5,396 votes from the Kangpokpi constituency of Manipur. Now those were the breaking news about the results of Assembly 2022 elections. Now we will be discussing about the result tallies of Manipur. Yes, Manipur, the result tally shows that BJP has already secured 33 seats in Manipur, and then again Indian National Congress has only secured 5 seats. But we have seen in the tally, we are looking at the tally, and we can see that NP clearly has secured 7 seats out of the 10 seats they have contested for. And then again NPP, they have also secured 6 seats in Manipur. And yes, BJP has secured more than majority in Manipur, and then that's a big win for BJP again. Next, we will be discussing about the tallies in Punjab. In Punjab, the Aam Aadmi Party has swept their win by 93 seats. They have led all the result tallies by 93 seats. And then Indian National Congress, they have occupied only 17 seats, followed by Shiromani Akali Dal. They have secured 4 seats in Punjab. And then BJP have secured only 2 seats in Punjab. This means that BJP hasn't fared well in Punjab, but that's fine because in Uttarakhand again BJP has blossomed with 47 seats, and then we have next Indian National Congress holding 19 seats, and then other parties holding 4 seats, while Aam Aadmi Party did not fare well in Uttarakhand. We will be going next and see the result tally for Uttar Pradesh. Yes, Uttar Pradesh, we can see that BJP has bulldozed off with its candidate Yogi Adityanath, and I think the magic of Narendra Modi has again won the hearts of the people of Uttar Pradesh, and we are seeing the tallies on the screen that it shows that BJP is holding 265 seats, and then Samajwadi Party holding 131 seats, BSP holding 2 seats, and then we have the update, another update that Akhilesh Yadav wins in his constituency Karhal. Yes, Akhilesh Yadav wins in his constituency Karhal. Okay, that's a big win for Akhilesh Yadav because he has been really doing a lot. He has putting in all his strength in the west part of the Uttar Pradesh and railing so hard, campaigning so hard. And then we were expecting a big tough fight from Akhilesh Yadav, but unfortunately Yogi Adityanath have swept most of the seats, and then he is leading the race in Uttar Pradesh. Okay, as we have seen that how BJP has fared so well in Uttar Pradesh assembly elections, and then now we have another breaking that Yogi Adityanath, he will be addressing in his party office at 5 p.m. So keep tuning with us. And then wasn't it a fascinating day? We have seen how BJP has swept so most of the seats in 4 out of 5 states, and then Aam Aadmi Party, the wave of Aam Aadmi Party has swept totally in Punjab, and then people of Punjab celebrating, Aam Aadmi Party celebrating their big win. But we also yet have we are yet to confirm the wins in other states, though we have seen the tallies clearly pointing out towards BJP winning it. But keep tuning with us. We will keep updating you with you, and then that's all. But keep tuning with us. That's all for the Mandate 2022.